Yes, people, and welcome to We Are Tottenham TV with myself, your boy Ashmatic, and also I've got my friend here,
Making my debut,
George. We're gonna do the watch along with you, man. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let us know. Please make sure you like and subscribe for the boys. But broski, let's get into it, man. We're playing at the G-Tech Stadium, 2 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah.
We are currently sitting 16th. It is crazy. Right now, I can't lie, bro. This is unfamiliar. I've never been here before. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you're coping, yeah? But again, in the comments, we're here for you, bruv. Express that emotional damage that you're going through right now. But hopefully today, we could be a bit more positive, because there were some positive shoots going into the game on Thursday, bro. What did you think of the Project Youth, man?
Well, yeah, man, look, we can't deny that we are 16th. We're going into a game against Brentford, who have a great home record. But like you said, that game against Elf FC, Elf FC, man, North Pole Football Club. Like, let's have it right. Saturday, man. You see that one there, blonde hair and that, like, they could have blended in. They could have been, so that game presented Hotspur away, put them on the map. We saw Mikey Moore, we saw Jay, we saw Scarlett, all those players all on the bench. But Moore, most importantly, gets a start today, because we've seen before he's had good games, he's had good 20, 30-minute spells, but then he doesn't get the chance to build upon it. And today, he's getting that chance, he's doing it, and it's a good start. But the only thing is, I don't like to see Moore out on the right-hand side. I don't know about you, but he does limit himself, because he likes cutting off the left.
Like, you know what? I think his best position is through the middle, I'll be real. But let me just read out the team news right now, because obviously the starting 11's out, the boys are out, and we have Kingsley in goal, Pedro Porro, you know what he plays right back. We've got Gray, Davies, and then we got Spence, you know what I'm saying? Man, them again. Basuma, Benton Core in the midfield. I'm assuming double pivot. I don't know what you think about that. Kuliseski playing behind the striker, in my opinion. And then we've got up front, Richarlison, and as George has already said, Mikey Moore on the right and Son on the left. But let me just quickly mention the bench too, because on the bench, we've got Austin, we've got Regular TV, we've got Hardy, the Hardy boys, we've got Casanova, we've got Saw, we've got Bergval, Olasesi, Ajay, and Scarlett. What are your thoughts on the bench real quick, man?
Well, look, it's a very young bench. As I said, I feel like Tottenham are very quickly becoming the most expensive nursery in London. But you know what? These kids do look very promising. I hope Ajayi can get a 10, 15-minute spell where he can look to build upon his performance, because the one thing you have about young players and what you love to see when they come through is that fearlessness. They have no fear to run at players, to go and shoot and to take that opportunity, because I feel like when you come into the team, and even Mikey Moore a bit even now, because he's played a bit more in men's football, he's starting to understand the game, and he's starting to not try to overplay, not try to overexert himself in moments. But Ajayi, Hardy, let's see if these boys can come on and take their opportunity by the scruff of the neck, because Scarlett did last time as well, so, boy, some good kids on the bench, man.
Yeah, a couple of kids. I want to ask you about Brentford's side. I'm not going to go through the lineup, but who are the threats in your opinion? Who do we have to look out for going into this game?
It's that dangerous duo up top, man. Vissa and Mbuemo, boy. The bowling balls, that's what I'll call them, boy. They're gonna knock the man them down like...
So Batman and Robin, yeah?
Batman and Robin, because you even see that it's always assists to each other, and it's always one-touch finishes. They've got this thing where they arrive at the edge of the box, bang, bottom corner, top corner, and that's the only two players I'd really be watching out for. But another player, I can't really deny, Damsgaard. We was interested in a few years ago.
He was. What is that, Sampdoria?
Yeah, we was interested in him a few years ago, and he's doing his thing right now. I know, like, he's looking like Ericsson, hairline gone and them things, but trust me, a man is balling right now.
Trust me. But yeah, man, we're getting into it, man. It's literally they're starting to come out the stadium now. They're giving a little round of applause.
There they are, man.
Hey, everyone's looking up for it, I can't lie to you. But the last few head-to-heads, is draws and draws, bro. Draws and draws. The last watch-along I did with Brian Daigle, big up Brian, my guy, you get me? Big up the protests and them, man, Tottenham for Change and Jay and all those guys. But listen, the last watch-along I did with him was a draw. It was a draw. So do you see anything changing? Do you see like Spurs drawing, or do you see us getting a possible win, getting up the table?
Yeah, no,
or do you see otherwise? Like?
Yeah, for me, it's tough, man, because a lot of these games, you know, the Evertons, the Leicesters, the Wolves, when you go into them, you try and think, surely not, Spurs are going to get the next win. Surely we're going to get the next one, but they let us down. And this game, you have to approach it and respect what Brentford are doing. I really rate Thomas Frank as a manager, especially in these bigger games. He has the tactical adaptability to really change and influence the game mid-game. And so I think that this one's probably going to end up a draw. We haven't really had a big win against a decent side since Manchester City, which is... It's almost 2 months ago. It's a very long time. I looked at it yesterday. The only other team we've beat is Southampton in the Premier League. So I'm looking at this game, probably going to end up a draw. You're looking at a few goals in it, but it's going to be an entertaining one, to say the least. It always is.
Is draw good enough? Well, silly question, right?
It's definitely a silly question. I think the only thing is we have to look at is, again, very young team, a lot of players that played midweek, a lot of tired legs. It's probably going to be tough to go into it with and have too much expectation. But if the boys do pull through, it will be a big 3 points.
Do you think, well, actually, let me ask you, who's our key man then? Who's going to be able to get us through this kind of mess, in your opinion?
I think we saw... In that midweek game, there was 2 players that really stood up for me. The first half, Heung-min Son, most dribbles completed for anyone in Europa League history in the first half. Like 10, he was looking like, oh, Heung-min Son now. He's feeling himself. He's trying to take all these players on. I feel like he always does against lower competition, but today we're going to need to see those important little moves from him in the final third, and then Kulusevski as well, because we always know he stands up for us, and I feel like this season's been our key man. I think he's going to be class, but what do you think of Mikey Moore, though? Do you think Mikey Moore's going to have much of an impact? Do you think he gets subbed off today?
Whatever happens with Mikey Moore, in my opinion, it's all positive because he's getting first-team exposure, experience, and he's learning the game on the job. He's learning about himself as well. He's learning about his teammates. So I can only take positives from it. So, of course, we want to blood him in a little bit slower and get his development in the cup competitions. But I'm happy to see him in the league. And I want to see more of the young bucks given a chance, you know. If we're going to focus on these cup competitions and maybe not so in the league, then I'm happy for him to get his minutes. But obviously, we don't want to go further down in the league. I know I just said focus on the cups, but as I said, at the moment, we're 16th.
We dropped one place yesterday, so...
Yeah, and I looked at that Wolves result and I was like, do you know what I mean? Against Aston Villa... So every game here now is almost like a cup final for Ange, in my opinion. He needs to get up that table as soon as possible, take the pressure off himself, and hopefully get to winning ways, because that takes the pressure off him again. But we're just kicked off, and it is Brentford kicking back into their own half. The keeper's gone long, and Spurs has just won a header back, but it's just gone back to the Brentford ball. But yeah, here we go. Here we go, man.
All right, here we go.
Brentford versus Spurs at the G-Tech Stadium. 2 p.m. kickoff live on Sky Sports for those who have it. Also on Peacock for those international watchers as well. But yeah, here we've got Brentford on the ball, the goalkeeper, looking to play out from the back end. No pressure at the moment. It's interesting. I thought Spurs would be a bit aggressive in the press, but we have played every 2 to 3 days, to be fair. So
that's the thing I think was going to be interesting. It's going to be... I want to see the shape that midfield takes, because we've been seeing really recently that those 2 midfielders in front of the 6, which will be Basuma today, tend to bomb forward so crazily. And I know Rodrigo Bentancur has been questioned of his positional awareness recently. It's going to be key to see those positions he takes up, because Brentford are a team that can open you up, and they've got a really strong
do you not
midfield.
think we'll be more secure? Because now we've got 2 experienced players there, as opposed to it was Sarr and Bergvall that bombed forwards. They were showing a bit of their inexperience in that moment.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, but also I think with Basuma, we've seen recently he does make bad decisions at time, and I feel like it's a question of his... Even, I see you've seen now, sometimes it's how hard does he work, and it's going to be, can he skip through this game, and we'll see, be interesting to see, but right now... Yeah, I don't know where I'm at with Basuma. I've not been a big fan of him recently.
Hey, and Bremo just did a little mad run there, just on the side note as you were talking. But yes, quick super chat to get in. This is from AT 599. Know my native language commentary in the game in Finland. Hopefully you can commentate the game. Glad to be here. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, we're definitely commentating the game. But at the moment, it's Brentford on the ball. And Spurs are defending at the moment, just trying to get that ball away. Basuma heading away, trying to get a clearance away. But Brentford in the box, and it's coming in. It's going to land into Mbeumo. Oh, he's got a shot. Oh, and it's a block here, almost going in there. But now we've got Young. Oh, Mikey Moore's just lost the ball in that defensive third. And now look, and now Poro's there to help him out, and he's able to get it away from Damsgaard. Damsgaard looking a threat. Mikey Moore's just about kept it on. He's run down the line. He's carrying his run. Kulusevski's put it back into and Mikey Moore's got the ball back into the midfield, and it's gone back into Kulusevski here onto his left foot. Mikey Moore just ahead of him, and Spurs got the ball. And now we're calming it down, and now we're getting possession, and now we're in. Spurs got the hold of the ball, just playing it out, nice and calm, nice and composed, playing it out there. But yeah, man, as you were saying before, man, just to talk about Spurs' shape, Spurs' experience going in. I just want to see more of a controlled experience. Do you know what I mean, on the pitch?
Yeah,
and defending a little bit better those kind of areas where we get exposed down the channels.
And even now, I feel like we need to try and not open up the game so much. It's very early on. We don't want to overexpose ourselves, force the press, because we want to try to grow into it. Like you said, control the game, control the moments that we are going to choose to attack, because we do have tired legs. We've got players that have played consistently.
Yeah. So about reserving energy, right? And pressing at the right time, because games coming thick and fast. But Brentford have just kicked the ball down the line, have wasted possession. Kingski's got the ball. You can see Bentancur with the sun in his eyes covering his face there. But yeah, Archie Gray playing it out from the back, giving it into Ben Davies, playing it into the midfield. Basuma's just passed it out on that left back to Spence, and then it's just gone off for a throw, and it's a Spurs throw at the moment.
And I think you can really notice early that Brentford are trying to take advantage of the fact that we do have a young back four, inexperienced back four, because they're trying to press really high up the pitch, trying to close those gaps on Gray and Davies in particular, because they probably know that on the ball, not so comfortable.
Yeah. I think from like recent games, from what I've watched as well, I've seen a lot of attacks come down our right-hand side.
Yeah. And
teams have targeted so far. I've seen a lot of activity on the left-hand side. So it's quite interesting to see how that develops. But that is Mbeumo's side, and he's their danger man. But here Spurs on the ball, again, playing out from the back. This is a common theme with Spurs. We tend to go short quite a bit. But here's Archie Gray coming out of the ball, and he's played it into the midfield. Bentancur on the ball, getting his head up. Richarlison making a little run, dart forward, but he needs to be careful of those runs, in my opinion. He needs to slow it down. Poro trying to do that dangerous ball into the box. That
Mr. Hollywood, man, he loves it. He's always trying to make that great pass, and sometimes it pulls off, but a lot of the times that does happen, and he loses the ball for us. I feel like he definitely does need to calm it down sometimes. Just play the easy pass.
You say put a foot on the ball a little bit, slow it down, control the game a little bit, control the tempo.
He's really good at carrying the ball as well. So sometimes, I know the ball moves faster than the man, and it is easier to punch the ball through, but sometimes just carry the ball forward.
But yeah, Worcester's lost the ball. Spurs have got the ball. Spencer's in the ball. He's driving it into the third and the third. He's got his head up. He's passed it into Kulusevski. Kulusevski's on the ball on his left foot, and he's gone to his right. He's gone across the box, and it's just gone wide. Literally, the ball's literally just gone right across. Richarlison on the end of it, almost getting contact, and it was really close there.
And you know what? I'm a big fan of Kulusevski, and I love in these moments here that he always has the option to go left or right. But sometimes you just want to see him go on that left-hand side and take that chance and be like, this is my moment. I'm going to score. And far too often he does always look for the pass, which sometimes you do love about him. But yeah, man.
Just be more aggressive. Be more like, I'm the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? That I am person. So yeah, man, you need some of that aggressiveness, some of that
arrogance.
That's the word I was looking for.
Literally, like you want to be like a bit like Ronaldo. He wants to always take that moment. He wants to make sure that the game's made about him, and you need those players in your team at times, especially
100%.
X-factor players.
100%.
They love the spotlight, and I think Kulusevski shies away from it sometimes, but still expect him to have a very good game. It's a good start from him.
Ben Davies passing it out into the back. It's gone into Basuma. Basuma's played it back into the youngster. We've got Gray on the ball, just taking it out from the back. He's played a short pass right into Moore. He's putting it back into Gray here. Gray into Ben Davies. And we're looking composed on the ball here, playing it out from right to left. Spence on the ball, literally with a short pass. And he just lost it there. But again, he's just trying to play it into midfield. But here we go again. we're seeing the youngsters trying to make things happen, and I'm here for it, man. I'm literally here for it. But yeah, here he is, Archie Gray playing out from the back, combining with Porro making a short pass into Kulusevski coming back at himself, short pass. And here's where we need to be careful when we're playing out from the back, because they're going to be Brentford are going to be pressing relentlessly, which they just did, and they just lost the ball. But this is where the youngsters have to learn, you know.
And this is where you need the experienced midfielders to come collect the ball and make those smart decisions. But sometimes I feel like they give it back to the defenders and put them in dangerous situations, literally, like we just saw.
Exactly. We don't want to create situations where we're inviting pressure on. And Spurs have got the ball and we've just lost the ball again. But it's come off Damsgaard, so it is a Spurs throw, luckily. But I would say, to me, 2 or 3 short passes, and then you have to either switch it or go along. Yeah. Or, as you said, the midfielder has to come and collect it to relieve the pressure off the centre-back. Or, if you're the centre-back, you have to break the line and be aggressive. So there's different options that you've got to do.
And I feel like with our 2 usual centre-backs, they both have those decision-making skills where they know what to do. You have Van de Ven, who's willing to carry it past players, or Romero, who's willing to make that line-breaking pass. But
it's a long launch into the pass. We're quite exposed. It's gone across the box. And luckily, Sade didn't get that cross into the box. And luckily for us, Archie Gray was there. Good block by Archie Gray. Good positioning as well. And they've done a long ball over the top. They're on sides because they're on the halfway line. And it's that high line being exposed again that we all we all know about.
High line for life, man. That's what they say.
Yeah, this is it. This is the way we are. It's who we are. So Damsgaard here on the corner, looking like he wants to take it out. It looks like he wants to take the long kick. And you know Brentford are quite dangerous from set pieces.
Yes, they can be. This is where you really
this is where we need to be careful. We need to be switched on.
Because we lack a lot of height in our team at the moment.
Yes. So. And also aggression. We need to attack the ball. So we need to be aggressive in that box. But let's see what Kingski does. Back posts. It's cleared away. But Brentford still have it on the edge of the box. And it's gone back in. And a good header away from Richarlison, helping out defensively. Seen Kulusevski trying to shield the ball. He's done that. He's going up the line. He's got his head up as well. He's looking for options. He's running down that line again. He's done the ball from outside of his box, but it's a bit too much weight there, unfortunately. And is that Mikey Moore catching it down? And we've won the ball back, and it's Porro back on the ball, and it's a short pass into Ben Davies out here, and it's gone back into Porro. Pedro Porro's got his head up. Short pass, and he's got his head up, and it's a good diagonal ball, good cross. And they've defended well, but it's gone into Kulusevski. He's landed, and he's turning, he's twisting, and it's just gone away from him. When Brentford do away, they're doing well to get away, and it's a free kick. Unnecessary there. Yeah. It's going to be
very close, very edgy game.
It's going to be an edgy game for all fans, man. It's going to be hands in your mouth.
I think we're seeing a lot of what you do tend to see with Spurs, transitional games.
Yes.
Very open, and the defenders are still the midfielders. Are still very high up the pitch. We're seeing Basuma and Bentancur leave the defenders a lot of the times, but.
I think it's definitely an instruction. I can't see no other way, because if it's a common theme, then that's the thing. But yeah, here's Brentford on the ball. We're seeing Mbeumo on that side, on that right-hand side. A big cross into the box, and it's defended well. Here's Basuma on the ball, playing it nice and short. Spurs playing it back. Spence playing it back there. Taking it nice and easy. We're playing out from the back. Bentancur on the ball, playing it across. Into the centre-back, into Porro here. And now Mikey Moore's come short. He's got the ball. He's played it into Kulusevski. It's a little free triangle between Porro. Yeah, you can see it. I can see it. I know. I can see what the pass is. Man. Sometimes, you know, you feel like
concerning. It's just it's like one pass goes wrong and they're through. They're running out.
The space is there to be seen. Like when we're playing out from the back, one of those midfielders need to be in the centre of the park. I need to be closer to one of the centre backs. But yeah, here we are playing it out from the back. We played it short. Can we open up the pitch and make it a bit wider? Can we add a bit more width, create more spaces? I don't know. Porro's just played it back.
With these passes, play them a bit quicker.
Yeah, tempo needs to be upped a bit, but we're playing out from the back. Basuma's playing it into Kingski. Kingski's got the ball. It's a bit of a baggy touch, and it's got into Basuma, but it's missed it. And it's now Charlo's on the ball. He's picked it up on the edge of the box. He's laid it off. Aya's got the ball. Mbeumo on the box on the edge, and he's crossed it in, and it's a header. And it's things like this where Whistler's just headed it over the bar, but we've literally created our own downfall there with Kingski playing around with it, playing it out, and then an accurate pass into Basuma. It doesn't get to him. They've picked up the ball on the edge of the box, and then it's in Bremo that's put a lovely flight ball into the box, and Visa has got on the end of it, and he's headed it over the bar, and he's claiming that should have been a corner. But anyway.
Yeah, I think it's yet again just poor decision making from the few players.
Yeah,
you need to play it through the middle. Someone needs to turn and play sometimes and take those risks. But right now, trying to play it very safe.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Son in the game. What do you think? We need to get it out to that side a bit more.
I think, like we've seen just now, he's coming over onto the right-hand side to try and get himself into the game. The left-hand side does tend to be very dangerous with him and Jed Spence when they do link up. So we do need to get it out there a bit more.
See, Richarlison switch over to the left here as Son went over to the right. So maybe that's what happens sometimes where they might interchange and swap over if need be. But yeah, Spurs are on the ball again. Sorry, Kulusevski on the ball. You've got more on the ball and back into Kulusevski, little 1-2 short passes. And they defended it well, and now Brentford are getting away, and we've just conceded a needless foul by Porro. Sometimes it's a bit annoying because when you're trying to create presses, you're trying to create traps to make the other team make a mistake, and then when one of your players give away a foul, you're like...
And I feel like we tend to do that a lot of the times. Because we play so high with that high aggressive play, aggressive press style play. When you don't win the ball and you cause a foul, it just breaks down the game. And we've seen against a lot of the smaller teams, it's killed our momentum. And those games tend to just flail out. Similar to what happened in the Everton game. We built a little bit of momentum and then it just goes. And
I just think what's important now is we stay in the game as much as possible. Because we're not always going to have the ball, and we just keep, we don't lose our heads. Do you know what I'm saying? We lose our heads, that game state swings. We've seen it so many times. As soon as that game momentum swings into our favour, we sometimes crumble.
Yeah.
We need to be strong in moments where the team has the upper hand. But right now we've got the ball, and Spurs have got the ball, and it says here that Spurs have got 69% of possession, and Brentford have 31%, but we all know that possession means nothing.
And it means absolutely nothing, because watching this game right now, you would have thought Brentford are having a much better start. We haven't really broken through their lines too much.
What do they call it in FIFA? Field tilt.
Field tilt.
Yeah, they call more of it in dangerous oppositions. But Spence trying to cut the ball into Son, little reverse pass, doesn't quite make it. Ball's gone over the top. Visa's chased it down, and we are linked to Visa. We were linked to him. Mbemba's got the ball, and it's him and, how we said, Batman and Robin linking up. And it's Sharda's on the ball. He's controlled it, and he's in his stride. He's in the box. And just stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Well done, Porro. Go down, Kulusevski. Get out of your feet now. Get into the midfield. And they've won it back. They won it back in a dangerous position, but so have we. We've won it back. Now Spurs are going out the pitch. It's Kulusevski looking dangerous. He's got his head up. Can he find Son? Doesn't quite get there, and they've won the ball back. It's going to be one of those games back and forward. We're trying to attack, they're trying to attack. We need to control the game a little bit now, to slow it down in periods, be smart, build the play up, find the openings, stretch the play, find gaps in the midfield, play through the lines, and it will come.
We're getting into that second third, but every time you get into that final third, just missing that final pass, that little bit of quality.
Yeah, it's missing at times. But again, as you spoke about football IQ, decision making, this is where we need our players to be a bit clever, a bit more smarter.
I think one of the things that we need to do, and we saw how we got that goal last week to go 1-0 up against Leicester, is those crosses into the box for Richarlison. He's very dangerous aerially, and if we can start to take advantage of it, just need to work the ball down the wings a little bit more and take advantage of what Pedro Porro can do, and even Mikey Moore and Kulusevski, both of them have.
But it's Spence on the ball. Oh, too much weight in the pass for Richarlison. He got in behind the lines. And that's what we want to see from Spence. Sometimes mixing it up, drifting into midfield. I know some people don't like the inversion, but at this point when we're trying to unlock a defence, he might be the lock. He might be the key. He has got the quality to pick out a pass.
As well as drive through the midfield really quickly. And he's got long strides.
Exactly.
So he moves really fast up the pitch.
So glad he started today as well, man. He's having a decent season. But Spurs on the ball again. Porro playing the ball into Kulusevski into Basuma up top. And it's got to slide it through. And it's unfortunately couldn't get the ball out of his feet, Mikey Moore. and it's gone into Visa. Visa's got the ball now.
Very
it's
high
gone
press from Ben Davies.
Davies been aggressive.
Probably a very silly move at that point, because I feel like they did pick the ball up in a not so dangerous position, surrounded by the midfielders. But I suppose, look, it's slowed the game down.
The thing is, because Ben Davies is being so aggressive, actually, if he loses out on that draw, the space is in behind, and you're fearing for the worst. Because
double-edged sword.
Yeah, exactly. I understand why they do it, because if we win that ball back in that position when they're the goal mouth, then we can create a chance. But it is risk to reward, and that's who we are, man. This is our philosophy, right?
So we are, mate.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, Spurs have just got the ball. It's gone a kind of half pass. It's a bit 50-50 in that midfield at the moment. No one's really getting hold of it, but Brentford have the ball, and Bremo finding that great ball into the middle into Damsgaard. He's now Damsgaard's laid it back off into him, but he doesn't quite get into Bremo. And now Spurs have the ball. Let's see what we could do. Brentford still pressing aggressively, and it's also forced an error from Spurs. It's gone off for a throw, but was it deflection? Vista's trying to get the home support up, trying to get them up for the game, trying to get the voices up. It sounds a bit quiet in the stadium at the moment, which is good for us.
Yes, very, very quiet. I think you can't really hear neither voices at the moment, but look, the game is very cagey, so it's understandable. I think even you're noticing with us ourselves right now, you're trying to look at the game, trying to analyse what's going on, but it's very tight. It's
very tight at the moment. No clear-cut opportunities for Spurs quite yet, apart from that ball across the box from Kulusevski, which Richarlison almost got on the end of, but...
and it's a surprise, because I feel like early on in the season, one of our better games was against Brentford.
Yeah,
in
that was at home. Yeah, you're right. But Sharda's on the ball right here into the box. He's gotten out of his feet. He's trying to take on Porro. He's done it. He's got a foot. Oh, almost got his shot off there. Good block by Gray. Gray playing well on that defensive right-hand side, right centre-back role. Yeah,
I've been really impressed with him. I feel like in the recent games, and probably through in that stint he has had, he's been the more impressive one of him or Dragusin. Shown a bit more quality and I feel like experience at times, especially on the ball.
Too easy though for Sade to beat Kulusevski and Porro. Like he kind of paused on it, went one way, went the other, dropped the shoulder, kind of rid a challenge and then got his shot off. We need to be doing better right there, in my opinion. But yeah, Collins playing that out from the back. Collins on the ball again, playing that out to his other centre back. They're playing with a back three, I believe, right? They've got a back five.
I feel like they've got a back three. Oh,
that's a great ball, and almost Damsgaard getting a great touch there, but Basuma coming away with it, and he's fallen over. He's lost out. And now Norgard's played the ball into Bremo, and Bremo has lost the ball though. And here it is, Kulusevski being strong again, using his body, using his size to get around it, carrying that ball into that final third. Here we are playing it simple again, Porro on the ball. Can he find Bentancur again? It's gone across into Spence. Lovely flight of ball into him. And Spencer's got the ball travelling up the pitch. It's gone into the left-hand side. Now can we see Son? Can Son do something? Running at him. It's gone into Spence. Spence across into the box. Richarlison? Was it Omar? Kulusevski? Oh, block. Oh, yay.
Just under Moore's feet again. Very good opportunity. Great ball across the box from Jed Spence.
And that's where I need to see Son. And I need to see Spence. I need them to linking up. But Bremo getting away there. And Bremo on the ball, now. Lewis Potter apparently free at the back post, and Mbeumo doesn't do much well with it, loses the ball. Would you like to see a player like Mbeumo at Spurs?
I would love to see Mbeumo at Spurs. I think either of their attackers right now, you're looking at two players that are experienced in the Premier League, who have played a few years, and when we're talking about the deal that we was potentially in for, that we have now missed out on for Matisse Tell, they were saying 50 to 60 million euros.
We got that.
I think you could probably spend that on either of those players. We got that because remember, we were
going to bid that for Tell.
Exactly that, and
so if that's the price, then
you've got to make something happen. It will be interesting to see who we bring in, because this attack is looking a bit dull right now. It does look like it needs an injection of pace.
Yeah, do you think we bring someone in as well before that window shuts for attacking wise?
I hope so. I feel like on that left hand side, we need someone to. I feel like we have Odebert, but because he's not back right now and he's probably going to need some time to find his feet, we still need someone experienced who can add some goals.
For me, Odebert's a bit raw, whereas Mbeumo's more refined. Do you know what I mean?
Very.
So, but going back to the game, sorry, apologise, guys. Brentford on the ball, trying to find a way in. They were into the midfield. Shada dropping in that coming off the back line, getting into midfield. And Aya's being tricky. He's getting it into Mbromo. And Mbromo's got a ball into the box. Vissa. Oh, I thought it was Vissa there. Shardo on the ball. Shardo playing it out of the box. Brentford looking a bit dangerous when they're whipping those crosses into the box. And now it's Vissa coming in. And he's the man they're looking for. He's the danger man. But Mbromo again, looking at the play, standing up Spence. Gets the ball into the box now. Aya's crossing it, but we've managed to get away. Norgard trying to header it back in. And now Spurs are trying to defend. And Vissa with a dangerous header, running backwards. And it just goes past the post.
And I think this is where you start to see the game really open up and Spurs start to concede a lot of opportunities. I think against a lot of teams, we fail to cut out the cross and teams keep putting the balls into the box and then this is what happens. They'll get their opportunities. We need to try and cut that out and minimise the amount of balls they're putting in there.
We had a chance just a second ago and obviously Kulusevski, it was a weird one because it was like, he had a shot on goal, but they had too many bodies in front of it for him to properly get at it. But Brentford back on the ball and Bremo trying to find to Damsgaard. Damsgaard making those dangerous late runs into the box, and we got to be careful of that.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be careful of all their players making those late runs because you see they've got many attackers coming through at the moment with that high press and they're keeping a really deep line, like a mid-block line at the moment. So they're not committing too many defenders at the same time, but they're managing to find their openings.
Spurs going to have to try and be strong, hang on into the game and still, as I said before, be solid, be compact. But just the mentality, I think, that's the thing I worried about sometimes. Just don't completely lose it, you know? We're in a bit of pressure, but Spurs need to get a hold of the game again. Spurs are on the ball, as I say it, and now we're trying to drive the pause. Bentancur currently on the ball, getting his head up. He's looking for a pass, and we need to see movement off the ball. He's cut back inside, and he's just played it into Ben Davies. Ben Davies on the ball, plays it into midfield. Basuma on the ball, playing it short into Bentancur. Bentancur's got his head up. Can he find Porro? Yes, he can. Porro plays a nice short pass, but wait, it's a bit techie. It's a bit of a hospital pass into our centre back there to Gray.
Oh, that's
a great forward pass from Ben Davies into Kulu.
Jed Spence shooting.
Jed Spence couldn't really get a hold of it. But Kulusevski's seen a lot of the ball at the moment. Mikey Moore on that right-hand side. Kenny's be a bit of magic. He's cut inside onto his left foot. He's floated the ball in.
That's a great ball.
And that's what we need to see more. Nice little floated ball into the diagonal, into the box. Richarlison trying to get on the end of it.
And I feel like that's the first time we've really picked the ball up in that area.
Shot!
And it's probably the first time we picked the ball up in that corner area, trying to get Mikey Moore standing up his man and running at him. We need to find the ball over there. And also at Son on the other side.
That was a beautiful flight ball.
It was very similar to the goal he set up against Everton.
Yeah.
Very similar.
And a similar ball that Kulusevski put in for Scarlett.
Scarlett in the midweek,
So clearly he's been watching that. Clearly that's something we need to be doing more as well. I think that's quite a hard ball to defend when someone cuts in and hits
because it's coming across the box. It's always that if you miss the ball, the player behind you is always going to get there.
Exactly.
Plus, if you do put it in there aerially, if they are behind you, they tend to have the advantage because they can get that body on you.
Spurs on the ball here again. We've seen Mikey Moore's a switch over the ball. Richarlison couldn't quite get there. But yeah, Spurs getting on the ball, trying to make things, trying to be a bit adventurous. Some might call it risky and might want to build up a bit more. But look, Mikey Moore's trying to show his passing range at the moment. That was a nice ball over the top into Richarlison, playing from deep. Hopefully one of these balls can come off. Because we do look dangerous when we're crossing balls into the box into Richarlison. Yeah,
I feel like you need to vary the attacks, especially with the team we have available right now. You can't go with that one type of style of play. When we had Solanke, we do tend to get the ball, mix it up a bit more. And
it's a great touch, but he's too much into the box from Brentford. He's literally, there's Richarlison defending high up. He's got the ball. He's won a free kick. That's what Richarlison. He is good at doing.
Play. He's really good at it.
He's an expert. Winning that ball high up for the team, taking the pressure off, taking the sting out of the game, and allowing Spurs to have a moment on the ball. Is that Bentancur doing his laces?
I think it's Kulu.
That's Kulu, okay. Kulu, yeah. Bentancur's there in the middle, pointing where he wants it. Doesn't quite come to him. Archie Gray on the ball, got his head up. Who's he going to pick out? It's going long again and defended that one easier. And I think I have to agree with you here. Now we need to mix it up because that's the third long ball gone in now. Porro just kept it on. He looked like he miscontrolled it there, but he's managed to keep it on.
He does love to play on the edge, Poro.
He does. Ben Davies is that travelling on the ball, and he's passed it into Moore. Moore's got the ball, and I like the way he dribbles as well. Kulusevski, good touch, good shot, and just loses control there, but good idea. Brentford on the attack here, and Damsgaard's done a lovely ball into Bremo. He's onside, he's got a great touch, he's cut inside, and he's got his shot off, and we need to be careful. Spence needs help there. He doesn't want to be isolated 1v1 with Bremo. It's not good.
And it's also because we're playing the high line, those balls are going to be happening quite often in the game. We need to really worry out.
Frank's going to get into them. But here's Spurs on the ball. Son on couple steppies, getting on the ball. Son back again. Son on the edge of the box, and he's come back. He's broken to Basuma, and it's deflected. And we've got a corner. It's a Spurs corner, and it's a chance for us to get a set piece. We haven't scored many set pieces this season.
We haven't, but I don't know if you've noticed really recently, since Son had scored that one against Manchester United, which is great ball into the box, we're seeing, as of recently, he's got some good crosses, got some great deliveries. We just need someone in there to take advantage of it.
Richarlison's there now, so hopefully he can be a menace. But they're just showing back in Bremer 1v1 against Jed Spence, cutting back onto his favoured left foot and getting his shot off. Didn't test the keeper too much, but...
Safe hands by Kinski.
Yeah, but here we go. Spurs in the corner. We're standing, Basuma standing on the goalkeeper. Kulusevski and Archie Gray are in there looking to attack it. It's whipped in. And
great ball into the box. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what we was talking about.
But we scored today, 1-0 Spurs.
He puts him into a great area, and I feel like it was into an area where it could fall into a player, it could fall into one of ours, and it looks like it was potentially an own goal.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, now looking like he's got the last.
And
touch
sometimes you just need a little bit of luck. You just need a little bit of luck,
and you make it through the night. You know what I'm saying?
And we'll take that 1-0 Spurs.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. A lovely whip by Son. Oh my, the whip he puts on that.
He's been doing it a lot recently, and look, it puts in that area because Basuma's in front of the goalkeeper. He's boxed in, and it was his own players causing their own problem as well.
100%. Well done, Basuma. And it's gone off the back of the head of Yanalt. Oh, jeez. Yeah, bro. Listen, we need to take anything we can get in the moment. If people say fluky, dodgy, I don't care, bro.
I don't care. 1-0 Spurs, I'm taking what I can get right now.
I'm going to leave with something.
I'm going to leave with something. They don't get... Spurs have been rejected a few times in the last couple of days. We need these 3 points. We need something to be happy about.
We need something positive, bro. I'm telling you, right now, man's in the graveyard.
Big game next week too, so I feel like these are the type of moments where you can start to build momentum. 2 wins in a row, get some... key minutes as well for some young players. It's something we can take from it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I need going into the end of the window as well. Like we need some positive light. So players look at us like,
they're on the turn. They've got some good things coming, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Semi-final next week. Like
this is it. There's
some big things happening.
But Brentford have the ball in the attacking third, and Basuma does well to defend. And this is the Basuma I like. When Basuma's not doing too much, he keeps it simple. Yeah, he's just keeping, just doing his job.
Because this is the thing though. He started off the game against Arsenal doing that really well, and then it's just in those moments, those key moments, he makes those poor decisions. Yeah. But so far today, this whole game, he's been really good. I feel like you said, when he's next to Bentancur, he looks a lot more assured with himself, and he makes those key decisions a lot better. Yeah,
I agree. But yeah, Brentford do have a corner, and it's their turn to trouble us the other way. Well, hopefully we can defend the set piece. Here's a good cross into the box, and we do well to get. What's it, Archie Gray there with the header?
Ben Davies.
Ben Davies out there with a header. And Brentford have the ball, and it's gone long from their goalkeeper, playing it out. And it's bounced. I hate a bounce, but we've got clear of it. It's Bentancur with a clearance there. But it's gone back to Brentford. Brentford have got the ball, and they're looking to take up the pitch. Spurs not too aggressive here. And Brentford have got the ball, but there seems to be a blackout. I don't know if that's anyone else. Sky Sports. And we're back. It's all good, man. Little glitch. But yeah, Spurs. Yeah, Sky Sports had a little mare there, but it's cool. Anyway, Spurs trying to win that ball back, and there's a lovely turn.
Damsgaard again.
Damsgaard causing trouble, but Bremo again with a little good defending there as well. Managed to get away, but still Brentford have the ball. And it's a Bremo pausing on the ball. He's pausing on it. He's looking for movement. And he slowed it down. He's put it onto the edge of the box. Collins, defender, playing out. Brentford still have it. Spurs defending. Collins playing it back into Damsgaard. Damsgaard's played it out wide to Mbeumo. Mbeumo hogging that touchline. Tried to give it back to Damsgaard. Breaks back to him. And it's gone off for, a bit of a communication. Has it go for a goal kick? Yeah, it's gone off for a goal kick. Lucky for us. Because I was going to say, Kingsley had it covered. But I don't know if he called for it and he just cleared it. Oh, yeah, it's come off Yanout's back. We're just showing the replay of the goal
That could count as a song goal. It was going in, you know.
Yeah, it looks like it was
eventually
bending in.
Curling in.
It was only him and Cunha that scored that type of goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's got 2 this season already, so great for him.
But yeah, Brentford on the attack again. Damsgaard on the out overlap. He whips the ball into the box and we defend it well, but Damsgaard's got the ball again with space and time. Good header away from Archie Gray there, looks like. It's gone back out wide again. Is that Damsgaard on the ball? And he's played it in. Is it Yanout? Oh, yeah. Good defending. Block. Oh, good save by Kingsley.
Great save by Kingsley.
Bissouma heads away and it goes off for a corner. Kingsley's very sharp there. Good reflexes to stop that shot. But listen, we need to change the tie because, you know, that's another chance gone begging for Brentford. Another shot on goal.
And it's just poor from Bentancur there. He's probably got to win the ball. You can't overcommit in those moments, and you leave a lot of space in behind where he eventually got that shot off. But great save from Kinski.
Good save. But yeah, here we go. Brentford again with another set piece, taking it short this time. Looks like they're trying to attack the near post with a lot of bodies going in. It's gone into the back post. It's headed across, and we deal with it. We've headed it away. But they still got the ball. They've tried to lift it back in. Graze away. Bentancur. Is that more? Sorry, more coming our way. Trying to defend, doing well, trying to shepherd them back. That's well done by Spurs. And we pushed them away from our box. Brentford still have it, though.
Richarlison pressing high, almost
yes,
wins
well
the ball.
done by Richarlison. Well done. Now he's away. Oh, good stop from Brentford because Richarlison would have been in behind there. There he is battling. Richarlison trying to win the ball back. He's battling. He's done it.
On the ball.
He's actually got it. He's got the ball forward.
Done,
Is he onside? Is he onside?
Win.
Is he onside?
Mikey Moore through.
Mikey Moore? Oh. I thought it was appealing. You got a super chat, my G. From Phil P. 199 he gave you, man. Love, Durag, and Kings. Spurs Diaries. One love. Woo!
Big up to Phil, man. Big up to Phil every time. Come on, he knows about the Durag Diaries. Look, we had it on today because the 3 points is incoming. This is exactly what it is, man. You know what it is, man.
Trust me. I have to get my Durag out. Maybe. Big up. But yeah, boy. We're saying there was a penalty appeal just then. Mikey Moore trying to claim for it.
I think we've seen a few times in this game defenders are really getting tight to him and take advantage of that the physical prowess they're gonna have over him, and probably went down a bit easy there.
Yeah, I feel it would have been soft if it was given. In my opinion, wasn't enough for it to be warranted the penalty. But yeah, Brentford playing out and Bruno doing what he's doing, wins a free kick. Spurs a bit too tight to him in that position. He's got to stand off him sometimes, not always touch tight, especially high up the pitch. Ooh. The follow through from Richarlison when he wins that ball back. Studs were showing, and it's high up the foot. So they were looking at that, but there wasn't much contact. Fortunately for Richarlison, because that could have been serious if he did.
That could have been a very bad way to end the half. And
yeah, exactly.
I think even right now we need to be really careful because we've noticed in games like in the Leicester one where teams blitz us and they can get 2 goals in really quick moments. So we need to make sure right now going into the second half we take this 1-0 lead.
But Spurs have some defending to do. It's Lewis Potter versus Porro, wing back versus full back. Damsgaard on the ball, puts across box, he wins the ball and it goes over Basuma's head. And Sade just missed it. And it goes out for a goal kick by the looks of it. Yeah. So Spurs have to be careful because they are creating chances. Well, not clear-cut chances, but they're getting into the box with those crosses. And we have to stop the crosses from coming in, I
That's
think.
the thing, because they will find their opportunity eventually, or Spurs could make a mistake, and we got to try.
Kingsley just slipping over a kick there.
We find ourselves in our half with their half moving forward.
Yeah, still got it. Is that
Sonny running at his defender?
Go on, Sonny. Go on, Son. Go on. Oh, he blocked it. Sometimes you can't make it too obvious when you're going to shoot.
Yes, he used to be really good at disguising it, but at the moment, probably in his older age, he does open up a bit too easy, and you can tell when he is going to take that shot.
Also, like, teams have got the state-of-art equipment where they can, study a man's movements. Do you understand? So I think that might be taken into consideration. But yeah, here's Spurs on the ball.
Great touch and turn across the box.
Richarlison needed to be there. Jeez.
That was a great touch to open up and eventually move the ball past the goalkeeper. We just need Richarlison across the 6-yard box there, attacking that area.
Gambling. Normally he doesn't do that. Normally he just...
Usually he is in those moments and those areas, but at that moment he looked like he was waiting back for the cutback.
He was looking for the cutback. That's some surprise. Normally he's in that... He doesn't do the cutback thing. He goes in the 6-yard box. So I'm surprised he wasn't there. Like, normally I see Solanke doing the cutbacks. Yeah, he normally draws back. But I was surprised Richie wasn't in there, man. That would have been an easy goal. And then people would be like, tap NFC. I don't care, bro, right now. I want it. But it's another corner for Spurs. Son Heung-min
presents another opportunity.
It's a free kick given away. Brentford win it. It looks like. Or is it going to be taken again? I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Is it Basuma? Two players holding each other. That's what it was. I'm not sure what the decision is at the moment, but yeah, Basuma looked like he was fighting Yen out. Those two he threw him in the back of the net. Got to keep your hands down. That's the thing. So I don't know what the referee's doing. He's having a chat with both of them at the moment. Just having a word.
I think he's reminding them that this is a football game and not a UFC fight.
No. Basuma's trying to say his case. He's got his arms around him. But yeah, it looks like we were taking the corner, so it's not over yet. It's not over yet. See what happens here, man. I thought Basuma went to hug the ref. I can't lie. Big up Notius.
Oh, he's backing it up on Jano right now.
Hey.
I'm just saying what's happening.
Say what you see. We just listen, we don't judge.
There's a lot going on in that area right now. The ball's flicked on and over the bar, but I think a lot of the players are more concerned with winning the fight than winning the ball in that moment in time.
Yeah. I think he's trying to distract the keeper as well. You know, there's a lot of hustling just in front of the keeper.
Yeah.
That stops the keeper from coming out, seeing what's going on.
I think we saw that's exactly what happened in that last goal of too many players in front of him and got confused. So, hey, can't blame the players for what they're doing. It's a game plan that's already worked today.
Big up hyper protagonist, man. I see you, bro. Don't worry, man. I see you in the chats, man.
Come on, man.
Love, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big yourself up. But yeah, Spurs on the ball. Kulusevski doing what he does, back into more into Porro into Gray to Davies into Spence in that half space now on the flank, opening up those long legs, those telescopic legs into Sonny Heung-min doing what he does best, playing it back a little bit here. He's just trying to keep hold of the ball, not trying to rush it, not trying to force anything. Basuma in the midfield, lie up,
space to run into,
carries that ball, takes a shot. Why not? If it opens up for you, the space is there.
Why not? I feel like sometimes you need those players to take those opportunities. I mean, we've seen plenty of times in the past. Wanyama, he had a rocket on him.
Liverpool.
Why not have a go?
I remember Mbuma was causing trouble, and it looks like a clumsy challenge from Son. It's not like Son as well. But maybe he's just trying to do defensive work for the team, but just sloppy defending, man.
Very sloppy in that moment. But I suppose Mbeumo he does move forward really quick and probably
take one for the team, because listen, sometimes like when we're in that attacking third, we haven't got many bodies behind.
Yeah, with 5 minutes left to go of the first half as well, it's probably one of those fouls you do need to give away. So
just trying to see it out
from Son.
Trying to see it out before that half time, because there's so many times we've been 1-0 up, and like 5 minutes to go, and we can see the goal, and it just changes the whole team talk, the whole mood, and everything. So, and also I'll go back to Leicester. We need to manage those minutes better. Those start, finish, middle, end.
These last 5 minutes are going to be really key to see how this game's going to go forward.
Bentancur away with a slice chop. Moore trying to get it, and he wins a free kick. Sade, no, he doesn't. Oh, Sade thinks he wants a fairly ball. And now the referee's blown a whistle against Richarlison. He's trying to calm things down at the moment. It was a free kick to Brentford. Richarlison's got his hands up, perplexed. He doesn't understand it. But yeah, Moore gets the ball. Sade just goes into him, and then he comes away with it. And Richarlison pulls out of the tackle, but the referee blows the for a free kick. But yeah, it's a dangerous position. This is what we're talking about here. Now they've got the ball where they've got a set piece where they can whip into the box. Yeah,
that's why we need to show some experience. I think Ben Davies
need to be talking a lot.
Needs to be talking to a lot of them,
sorting out his back line,
yes.
Sorting it out. This is the leadership here. Bentancur as well. He's a leader there as well. He needs to be talking. Basuma, yeah, that's it. Communication, that's it. Stick to your man. Know where the ball's going. Know where the space is, where it's going to drop. I want the second balls, everything. So there's a ball, good delivery. Kingsley punches away. Well done by Kingsley. Spurs trying to run away. Jed Spence put the Jets on. Let's give it into... Is that Kulu there? Let's play it back. Into Archie Gray. Switch the ball across. Into Porro. Porro's got it out of his feet. And he switched that ball, long ball over the top. That sun is mad, bro. I can't even lie.
Yeah, it's very hard to see.
I feel like I was on the pitch, you know, like when you're playing ball.
I'm trying to see it.
And the sun's just mad. Like, but yeah, we've got the ball still. We're playing out the back. Can we manage these minutes now? Just the last, I'd say 2 minutes.
This is probably where you want to take the sting out of the game. Maybe just move the ball a bit slower. Maybe frustrate the team.
Exactly.
Just see it out now.
Exactly. Nothing too crazy. Richarlison doing well. Spence linking up with Richarlison on the left.
One too.
Spence wants it in the box. He wants it there. He puts it down. Referee says no, it's gone down too easy. Richarlison's not happy with that. And we've won the ball back though.
Spence getting back
doing
there.
well. Yeah, it's done good. Basuma
He's a workhorse
short.
when he plays in that left back position, and
I like
can't deny him from being out of the team at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, man. Be one of our better players so far this season.
I mean, I know we were speaking about prior to the game about potentially signing a left back. Do you think that the reason why they're not is off the back of Jed Spence's performance recently?
Yeah. You've got the doggy to come back, and now maybe Jed Spence's cover for left back. You know, they were not fighting even cover. I'd say them two might be even fighting it out.
Yeah, they definitely. I think as of recently, his performances have shown that he's
more than capable. More than capable.
More than
yeah. I think definitely on the ball, like left back wise, he's been good, considering he's right-footed. Defensive wise, we can have a debate there.
Yeah.
But on the ball, 100%, it's good enough. But yeah, here's Damsgaard trying to get out of play it out for Brentford, trying to take it out of their half. Brentford on the ball. Collins and them man there, coming out from the back, playing in a little back three on the halfway line, switching it out. Got less than 30 seconds, I'd say, before time's added on. No immediate threat at the moment. They do have the ball, but Spurs just keeping it tight, keeping it compact, not doing too much. Brentford down the sides at the moment. Sharda switching, actually. Sharda going on to the right-hand side, switching the play. But yeah, again, Potter on the ball, bringing it back in, trying to turn this little diagonal into the box. Oh, you've got to be careful, switched on. Because I noticed that what teams do, and Bremo switched over with Sade. Yes. Sometimes what they do is they slow it down and give you the sense of like nothing's going to happen, and then boom, all of a sudden it's down the side. It's in the box.
And it's always, like you say, on that left-hand side where Porro is, that half space in between him and the centre-back does tend to be open quite a lot. And just there, they took advantage of it. But let's see if we can defend this corner and see out the half.
Damsgaard on a corner, looking to whip that ball in. Referees called it back for something.
I think if the ball's not on the line, he's being cheeky there.
Oh, my Lord.
He's being very cheeky.
Wow, how many times have you seen that? It's crazy. And you can see all the way from there. All right, someone doesn't need Specsavers. All right, cool. Corner from Brentford. Damsgaard whips it in. It's a header, and it's gone off for a goal. Oh, it's another corner. Spurs defending that well.
And this is where your heart starts to pump as Spurs fans. I think everyone watching right now knows what I mean. Yep. Last minute of the half, last corner. We've got to see this out. And again, Damsgaard, I think being very cheeky. The ball's not on the line. but he's probably not going to get a call back this time.
It's whipped into the box, and it's gone in, and it's broken to Bremo.
On the edge. And that's great defending from Richarlison.
Solid. And that's going to kill enough time to see us off to the end of the game, end of the half.
And he's
Bremo,
probably going to feel that one.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, he took it like a warrior. Ooh. That's what you need, though. You need players like that. It's a throw. It's going to be a super duper throw.
Rory Delap settings.
Common Spurs. Header.
It's a flick on into a dangerous area, but cleared away by Porro. Boy.
Another big header. And we get it away. Richarlison kicks it away. Son to chase onto it. And now we can get it up the half. And he's in that kind of channel. He's running down. He's at his face 1-on-1v1. 2v1 now. 3v1, and he's cut it back, and now we can just hold onto the ball, but Basuma switches it across into Porro. Porro's got on the ball. He's whipped it across.
Again, probably the area you would expect Richarlison to be in. Good first half, good to the end. But just there, in that moment, as we saw Sonny running up the pitch, just like I said, against Elf FC, he was willing. He was running at his man, had showed no fear. But in these games, I think he overthinks it, probably respects the opposition a bit too much at times.
They know his game as well.
Yes.
And it could be a case where, as you said, man, I don't know if it's opposition thing where he's looking at them and he's like he's giving them too much respect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, look, we need Son to be stepping up now and doing his thing. Stepping up, being the leader, being the captain, taking his man on. It hasn't come on to that side as much as we like, but when, in my opinion, Jed Spence and him linked up, that's when we saw a bit of damage. Even sometimes with Richarlison, on that left-hand side, Jed Spence cutting inside. Sometimes he'd be cheeky trying to get like a little through ball through, and sometimes he'd do the overlap. And I think in the second half, we need to see a lot more on that left-hand side, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think we need to take the ball into those wing areas and try to take advantage of those players we do have in the positions, because Brentford do seem to be opening up. There is those space for the crosses, but I'm not sure. Maybe Sonny's looking a bit leggy. Maybe he hasn't got the energy to play the full 90 minutes, and we may see him come off a bit early. But at this moment in time, like I said, I think we need just a bit more in those final third area. Just that little bit of quality, because we're moving the ball forward. Brentford have shown the gaps. It's just missing that last final bit. But 1-0 going into this second half, you can't be too mad or too upset with it. And just need to be really careful now with how we approach the start of that second half, because we saw, again, against Leicester, we can't afford to have another slip-up so early into the game.
It was that first chance we had when it was Kulusevski, if I remember right.
Yeah.
In that box, drops a shoulder, arrives in there, gets a kind of shot off, and then Richarlison's not too far behind. That was the first real opportunity I felt of the game.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think Brentford had a chance with a cross into the box, and I think it was Visa getting a header, and it was going too wide off the top of my head. But as much as we've threatened in behind and we've had one or two chances, they've had just as many chances as well.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the goal, because that's what separates the two teams at the moment.
The goal itself, I mean, look, we won a corner, and Sonny done what he done. And we were speaking about just before he put the ball into the box, that in these last couple of games, he's been really good at getting that ball into that area, that's into the 6-yard box, into the danger zone, where you tend to have 2 or 3 players in front of the goalkeeper. And we're doing what teams done to us last season. They're bullying the goalkeepers. They're trying to get men on the goalkeeper to ensure that he didn't have much movement. And as we saw, the ball flicks off the back of Yanel, and it was a bit of luck, but a great delivery from Sonny.
Are you on this kind of Sonny train, or are you in this Sonny kind of doubt where you think he's starting to lose his legs a bit, and maybe we should, he's lost it. What's the man I'm saying now? Sonny, they're saying Sonny's lost it now. Sonny's, He's
I wouldn't say he's not finished. Yeah, they say his legs. Yeah, I think
all that.
He's lost the cutting edge. He's definitely lost that. I used to look at Sonny as being our most clutch player. Even when we had Harry Kane, he was the guy that you'd look to in that last moment, those key moments in big games. Sonny used to always turn up, especially as we saw in that final moment, running at his man, cutting in. That famous goal against Arsenal, he runs in off the wing, cuts in, top bins. He used to just have the fearlessness and know that left or right, he's going to shoot. He knows where to find that corner. But I think at this moment in time, he's still effective. We're still going to see him score 10 Premier League goals, but he doesn't have that impact.
Is that enough for our forward player?
That's our point. I think he doesn't have the impact across a full 90-minute game
How
to
do you
really
see it though? Do you see like
be good enough for us?
Is it like the front three? Do you see the front three as three forwards, or do you see it as a striker with two wingers?
I think Ange's system is a striker with two wingers, what he ideally wants.
So then is Son really ideal for the system then?
I don't think so. And I feel like, but because of how good Sonny has been in the past and his ability to adapt to the many systems that he has played, he's been one of those key players that even now in his, let's say, finished state, he's still managing to score a lot of goals. He's got 10 goals this season so far already. And even he's still managing to have impact in key games. But it's, for me, like in moments like now, this is where you need a player that we can sub on for him, have a bit more energy. And
Fabrizio Romano. 1 hour ago, though, as we were playing, just a quick update for people in the chat and for those who are watching at home. Big up to the silent listeners. I see you. I'm one of them. Tottenham are now pushing to agree on Axel Disasi deal with Chelsea as negotiations are ongoing today. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted that, or he tweeted that an hour ago. Sorry. So
not great news. Not great news at all, man.
It's not like we're looking for another attacker there. He was hoping it might be another attacker.
We've got one day left of the window. I think Daniel Levy, Johan Langer should be watching today's game and probably seeing we don't have the electricity on attack. We're literally no gas meter right now. Like the electric's off right now. We need someone to come in, run at the man, and we're missing that 1v1 specialist. We have a few young players that are building into that, but we don't have that right now. And disappointing to see it, especially the fact that we could be spending money with a rival. I don't ever want to improve Chelsea. And we haven't done business in Chelsea for 20 odd years now. I know we done Carlo Cudicini, but before that, we don't deal with Chelsea. So disappointing to see, man. But what do you think of him? Do you think we need another centre-back?
Look, I don't think we need Disasi, full stop. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to bring a player in, and also, is it a loan deal? I'm assuming it's a loan deal, so I'm hoping we don't strengthen them in that sense, because, yeah, if it's money, then it's what are we doing it?
I've heard that Aston Villa are pushing for the deal and some other teams, so I've been praying and hoping that, he sees that there's a better project elsewhere. Champions League football with Aston Villa, guys. Trust me. Axel Disasi, Champions League football will be much better for you. I promise you, man. Tottenham's probably not. You don't want to be in 16th. You don't want to be down here in the gutter, man. Yeah. Danso, welcome to Spurs, though, man.
No, I just think, yeah, Sonny, it's a mad one because we were linked with Tel. Tel is another kind of forward, in my opinion. He's not really a winger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He can beat a man 1v1, but he more likes to cut in and shoot. And so I'm like, is Ange saying that's the type of profile he wants then? Does he want forward players as opposed to an out-and-out winger? Like I'm not saying we can get a Doku, but, or a Bakayoko, sorry, would be a better example. Or someone that goes on the outside and
I think that as much as I think Ange may want this type of player, I well and truly think that the team is wheeling and dealing and trying to get a player that's versatile because they cover two positions. If you get a forward, he can play as a striker, he can play as a left winger, similar to what we've done with Richarlison. And it gives us an option to go, okay, but he covers both positions. We don't need to sign someone else because you've got two players that cover both positions, rather than signing a backup striker who's a specialist. And
so you'd say a generalist rather than a specialist?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is what I feel like has been a problem for our team for longest. Even in our midfield, we don't have a specialist number 6, and that's what our problem is. We're trying to do these generalists, and maybe we can look at the Ange system and say he's got a lot of these players. If this is how he wants to play, I don't think it's going to work for the long-term future, because you need specialists in your team to be able to change the game. And if you just have loads of generalists, it's just looking a bit of all mishmashy. And as we see, you either get a good game or you get a bad game. There's no in between.
I mean, for me, I'm a bit different. For me, it's about player profile. Do they have the physical capability? Do they have the technical capability? Do they have the football IQ, understanding? Yeah. And then do they have mentality? So, like, when things aren't going well, can they, like, be the one that steps up? Do you know what I mean, for the team? Do you know what I mean? Do they fold under pressure? Because you've got a lot of players at certain levels, they shy away. Like, all of a sudden, you don't see them in games. So that's what I mean by, like, do they have the mentality? Do they have the personality? Yeah. Do you know when you're talking about Kulusevski? I thought Kulusevski was on the ball a lot today, but there was a time he was in the box, and you're like, could he have shot there? Do you know what I'm saying? As opposed to pass it. Like that I need that I am person in my team where they're like, listen, I know I should be passing it, but actually, nah, I'm that guy. I'm going to be the one that scores the goals.
And that's why when I look at a lot of the transfers that we're looking to make and I'm seeing another young player, I'm flattered. It's flattering to receive because right now, those I am players tend to be more experienced players that have been through the moment, someone that knows who they are. They don't struggle to identify what they need to do to take on players. They've been doing it for a couple of years now, whereas young players are still trying to figure out themselves. They can be that I am player, but just not have the quality to do it. So Spurs need to go out there and bring some experience into this team, bring someone who can be a leader. I know, again, Danso, 26 years of age, was good seeing that we signed someone who's actually played football at a high level, been to the Premier League, went back to the League One and then come back. And now we need that in the attack. But do you think that we need someone to come off the right-hand side or the left-hand side, do you think?
I prefer the right, because if we are to kind of stick with Ange, yeah, and if the board are looking to keep him for long term, then like Ange's, unless he gets better coaches, how are we going to develop players like Brennan Johnson? Because for me, in my opinion, Brennan Johnson needs coaching.
Yeah, he does.
Brennan Johnson needs coaching. Because I don't understand how Brennan Johnson on the left is able to use his right foot to cut inside and beat a player. I saw it against Aston Villa when he did that, and he had a good game. It was one of his best games, actually, last season. And I was like, he can take his man on. What's going on here? But when he's on the right-hand side, he's not able to take the ball on the outside. Yeah. And I think the difference between him and Mikey Moore is it's definitely a mentality thing, where I think he needs an arm around his shoulder a lot more, Johnson. Because when I saw Mikey Moore today get on the ball, and it didn't quite work out for him every time, but he keeps going. He keeps doing it. Like, he was adding, I saw him cross the ball into the box with the diagonal with that kind of faded left foot kind of chip type across, where it's just kind of, it hangs up in the air a little bit more so someone can attack that ball. And then I saw him from deep doing a long ball, direct, trying to find Richarlison. Do you know what I'm saying? First time. And then I'm seeing him carry the ball, run at his man. Do you know what I mean? Trying to take his man on, ask questions. So he looks like he's got a little bit more to his game. And I'm like, Johnson, why can't you take your man on the outside? Literally, even if it doesn't work, you've got the pace, you've got close enough ball control to take it out. Or if you're not confident, why don't you just get some cones and work on close touch control and start developing, because he's still young. So he can mix up his game where he adds a bit more, skill sets to his. And
that's why it's a question of effort and application. Because they do say, and when I've spoken to people that actually like work in the game, they say a lot of these stuff players have to do outside of the general team coaching. You have to go through that effort yourself and do one-to-one coaching to work on these little things, because you're working it in training, but you probably need to put in that extra effort to go to the coaches and say, I want to do this, I want to do that. And if the coaches aren't identifying, because I have questioned whether the coaches we have surrounded with Ange with are experienced enough, because you have a lot of coaches.
Jedinak and them, man.
Jedinak, Matt Wells, Ryan Mason.
I swear, son. No, was it Ali that did the flick over Jedinak's head?
Yeah,
against Crystal Palace.
It was literally
that. Ali doing madnesses, and he's our first team. Like, he was the academy coach for who? Before he come to us.
He was was it not Crystal Palace? I'm pretty sure he might have been at Crystal Palace.
He was Aston Villa. I know he was at Aston Villa.
Aston Villa was Dean Smith, wasn't it?
Dean Smith, and he's like under 17s academy coach. Now he's one of our coaches.
Yeah, like
Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
think some of the coaches that we got at the moment aren't of the top level, and maybe as we've seen, I don't know if you've seen the training videos. A lot of what Brennan Johnson does is by instruction from Ryan Mason's. When you get the ball,
Don't
in
even look
certain
up.
areas,
Just hit it.
just hit it across the box. And look, you can do that if you've got players that are constantly going to make the same run, but we don't have those players, and plus the quality isn't there.
For me, I'm always saying, play with your head up. Do you understand? Play with your head up. That's the only reason why. You know, some people don't like this whole dribbling thing. I don't mind it, but look, it looks like Bergvall is coming onto the pitch. There's been a change, and I was going to ask you. That was my next question. Who would you bring on to change things up? And I wonder if there's been an injury, because Bergvall's the type of player that will come into that midfield.
Are they saying Sonny's injured? Is people saying maybe in the chat? Has anyone seen?
Nah, the chat ain't saying nothing. But yeah, at the moment, I can't see anything. I'm reading loan deal with 40 million option. No, nothing. That Lucas Bergvall's no. Ali Go is just saying Lucas Bergvall's coming on for Spurs second half. He hasn't actually said who for or what. Someone said no more Archie Gray at centre back because people want to see him in midfield. And I just got a feeling that we're just not going to see it. Yeah, I don't know who it's for. We'll soon find out anyway. But yeah, like I said, we're looking at. I know what we're trying to do. We've just signed an experienced centre back in Danso. Danso. I call him Danso. But yeah, Danso, he's just come on. He's a bit more experienced, so we will be seeing him. I wonder if we will sign a bit more experience.
So Sonny looks like he's on. It looks like I would guess maybe Mikey Moore. Maybe they don't want to overexert Mikey Moore and overplay him, so they may have Kulusevski out on the right, Bergvall into the middle.
Yeah,
I would guess.
Still there. Looking like it might be Mikey. So what do you think? We've gone for more of a pragmatic approach then into this first half.
I think maybe he's looking to take Kulusevski on that right hand side and maybe add another man in midfield because
he's quite competitive.
Bergvall is.
Bergvall, yeah. So that's what I mean by like maybe he's trying to shore up that maybe they can see they're getting the better of us, because there was a lot of times where they're still getting into our final third. You know what I'm saying? And they're still causing us a few bits and bobs. But it is Mikey Moore that's come off and Bergvall is on. That means Kulusevski will be playing wide right. And yeah, that is the change. So yeah, maybe Ange's trying to hold on to a 1-0. No, not hold on to a 1-0, but yeah, maybe give us a bit more control into that midfield. But it will be Spurs kicking off in the second half.
I think we have seen when Bergvall does come on, him and Kulusevski do tend to have a really good link up on that right-hand side.
Yeah.
Some great interplay in some moments. I think in the last couple of games they had a little backfill, fused back heels into each other. That was quite impressive. So let's see if they can do anything today that would be impressive.
But Spurs have kicked off. And we've gone straight into Richarlison, who's on that right-hand side. It was a long ball into him. But now Brentford do have the ball. Spurs winning it back with a big header, and Kulusevski winning that ball back. And now Brentford have got it back. It's pinball, and it's gone out to Mbeumo. Mbeumo attacking third. He's 1v1 versus Spence. Spence is trying to hold him up. He's cutting inside the left, and there's a little overlap, and he slips up. And now Vista collects the ball. Vista's on the ball. Spence shielding him off, and it's come back out. Norgard's on the ball, looking for options. He's come out onto the right-hand side, back to Norgard, and they're pushing it back. Richarlison doing well defending, and he's trying to come across, and it's gone back into Norgard. They're doing little 1-2s here at the moment. Norgard on the ball, he drops a shoulder, tries to beat Basuma, fires it out wide. They've got a little free going on, 3 players around, but they've lost the ball, and it's no foul, and Spurs break away with it. But it's too many short passes, but we managed to get out of it. Basuma gets tackled under pressure. There's a ball into midfield, and it doesn't stick to him. It's a bit too heavy for Visa. And now Kingsley on the ball, and he plays it out of the box, and we go down and channel. And Kulusevski wins that. Doesn't win a free kick, and Brentford still got the ball now. Going down on that side, and it's broken up, and lots of people falling over. But it's a free kick to Brentford.
I think a lot of fouls, a lot of challenges going in right now, and it's only 1 minute and 30 into this second half. We need to calm it down, probably not open up again as much because this is looking like Everton have got a lot of momentum.
Bro, I worry about the short passes sometimes in that defensive area.
Yes.
Because especially when on the side, teams can camp you in, and that's when you can make a mistake, lose the ball, and then you're turning over. All of a sudden, the pressure's on you.
And we saw there in literally when Basuma come to pick the ball up into the pocket, he lost it, and that's where the turn in possession.
I saw it coming. I saw it. I was like, too many short passes here. Too many. Boom. Basuma loses it. Boom. All of a sudden, you know, almost. If they didn't lose their footing, do you know what I mean? They could have had a chance. But look, Brentford do have a free kick. Spurs trying to push over the high line, trying to push Brentford back. They've got so many bodies committed. Boom over cross into the box. We've defended it well. Brentford trying to get the ball right back into the box. This is a long ball from Lewis Potter, and it's gone all the way out for a goal kick. Kingsley is going to be taking that one. And I wonder if Kingsley can go a little bit more direct or if he'll play it short. I don't mind the shortness, but at times when you're trying to calm the game down,
you need to just get the ball forward,
get the ball
play
forward
over
a
the
bit
press.
more, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because again, Brentford have won the ball back here, and they do have possession again, and now Spurs are going to have to defend. It can be frustrating.
Yeah, I think one thing we miss when we don't have Solanke playing is that a guy to pick up the ball in possession with the hold-up play and secure the ball, just put, like you say, put his foot on it at times and slow it down. But Richarlison can be a bit all over the place, a bit chaotic, very similar to like a Darwin Núñez type player. But at that same time, that is what makes him so special and why he causes problems for the teams.
You know what? Like I said before earlier, when he gets on the ball, sometimes he can win a free kick high up the pitch, and that allows your team to step up a bit more, and I don't mind that. But yeah, he is trying to press from the front at the moment. He slowed it down a little bit here. Bergvall trying to press with him, so it looks like a 4-4-2 at times, but it is Richarlison leading the press. Not quite the same as the Solanke press, however, Richie is aggressive. And Archie Gray Spence does well to win that throw. Davies on the ball here, playing it into midfield, and we play it back. Bergvall playing it to Kingsley. Very, very weighty pass into Kingsley. He does well to look after it, but he kicks it straight back into Brentford. Norgard, Damsgaard linking up, and there's a ball into the box, and Bremo cuts it back. Luckily for us,
great from Bentancur. Let's see if we can move the ball out. And it's just again there that quality. It's just we keep losing the ball when we're trying to move it forward.
At the moment, but Richarlison's come away with it. Now Spurs can break, and now it's Son taking it up. We're playing advantage of it. Son 1v1. Can he do something? He can. He's turning them inside out. Can he get his head up? Can he find a pass? Can someone else help him?
Maybe take a shot.
Can Son get it out of his feet? And he's still holding on to it. He's still holding on to it, and he manages to lose at the end. There wasn't enough bodies.
I think there wasn't no one really coming in there to help him. Basuma should have carried on going a bit forward, but
exactly.
Just stood behind him, man.
Yeah.
Running
Needs some of a bit of pace to break forward to help him out there. But Spurs do have the ball back, and he's playing it all the way back to Kingsley. Kingsley on the ball, playing it out wide, and it's going to be, is that Davies there? Playing it out there. Davies on the ball, playing it forward into Spence. Spence just loses the ball, and Bremo wins it back for Brentford. And now you're seeing Brentford calm it down, and they've got time to pick a pass out, and they've managed to slow it down. And they're in our half. They've got 4 players. I can see 4 of their centre-backs, 4 of their backs, on the ball now at the moment. Spurs not applying any pressure to them, so they're allowing them to have the ball.
If you can just start to realise maybe you can't just keep running these players into the ground. So starting to choose our moments. But it looks like we're seeing Richarlison out on the left-hand side and Sonny into the middle at the moment.
Shaw put into Bremo. It's gone into Sharda. Sharda on the ball now. Getting out of his feet. Dips the ball in, and he's put too much on it. Fortunate for us. But it's another warning for Spurs. And they before teams do the bad thing, they let you know.
They give you a warning. They give us warnings, and I was more worried about that pass. You see that overlapping pass into that space.
If he saw it,
they would have played the ball across the box, and we've seen many times it could fall into a Gray or even a Davies and putting the ball into their own net. So dangerous one again, and looks like they're going to keep going short.
Yeah, can he go long this time? No, he's gone back short. It's got ahead to Ben Davies. Davies, can he go long? Davies does eventually go long. Richarlison does flick it on, but then we lose the ball. Son hasn't quite got that physicality, doesn't win that ball. And now they've got the ball in midfield, Brentford, passing it into that space. Sharda on the ball, standing 2 men there defending, so he's had to go backwards. Brentford still have the ball in possession. Spurs trying to do well, but trying to be compact. And they've opened up the pitch by going wide into Bremer, and Bremer's just hanging out wide there, creating width. No guards doing a cross. Kingsley spilled the ball, and his ball's broken up, and Sade's knocked it over the bar. And there's a few again.
Great save from Kinski, but again, just another warning, bro. I said you got to cut out that cross coming into the box, and they're leaving it open. Mbeumo got the ball out on the right hand side again, and it's just causing us issues. It's causing us so many problems, and they're not learning.
It's taking the words right out of my mouth. And this is it. And this is where we need someone having the word now. You know, we need a coach on the pitch, you know, just to calm it down a bit. Get up the pitch. Sometimes when your defender's on the ball, one of you drops short, one of you drops central. So you open up passing lanes. Or overload one side of the pitch so you can play out the pitch, out of the pressure. But Spurs, with a throw, working out from the sides, we've got 3 or 4 bodies there. Short passes in again, and we do lose it from that short pass on that side. And Brentford do have the ball once again. So there's patterns there that we need to work on when we're playing out from the back. But yeah,
one thing I'm noticing is when Basuma receives the ball, ball comes off.
Another warning, and it was Vissa this time with Kingsley with a fantastic reflex save, pushing it over the bar. Brentford are knocking on the door. They are knocking on the door. Spurs are hanging on at the moment, and he tries to adjust his body as the ball coming into flight of it, and he just hits it over the bar. I thought Kingsley saved it, but it was actually Vissa.
Damsgaard with a very dangerous ball, and boy,
that hits it over the bar there.
Just again, they've probably had 2 or 3 chances here, just 10 minutes into the half, where they've knocked on the door now. It's only a moment before they're really going to kick it down.
I'm going to ask you a question. Who can we bring on to change the game? Is there anyone?
We've already made that change. I think Bergvall is one of our only attacking players that you could bring on.
And he's on the pitch already now. So then now
we're looking at Scarlett.
You look to Levy and them, man. You say, bro, come on. We need players, bro. Like, we've got no one to bring on. It's crazy. Anyway. Vissa can't believe he missed that because that was a massive chance. You see his face right now.
He's had a few now as well. And what's going on over there?
Both I was just pushed to the. No, Richarlison.
Richarlison wrestled down to the floor. I don't think he's going to be happy with that.
Back in the promising position. He's gone through. Is it Kulusevski on his left foot?
Oh, he's got to be better there. It's just got to be better on his right hand side.
He's got to be more clinical. That's where you'd want to remember Bremo, right?
Yeah. Because this is where I feel like he probably would have picked up the ball and...
Yeah, he's on his weaker foot. He's shot across the... He's not shot across the box. He's got a shot off, but he's got in the near post and sitting the side net. But yeah, you just want him to hit the target at least. You know, test the keeper.
Need him 1v1.
You know, in those moments.
Not be so predictable. Maybe he could have chopped it back onto his left hand side.
Normally he does. But for that incident there, he didn't.
But look, it was a good turn of possession, and if we open them up, we got to try and take advantage of those moments. Try and make it 2-0.
Yeah, Spurs need to hit the counter attack. Simple as that. Simple and play as that. We are a good transitional team, so they've got a lot of the ball. Showing the field tilt, the action areas, a lot of it is in Spurs' half, meaning that Brentford are doing most of the attacking at the moment. So we just need to be composed. We need to ride the storm at the moment, not do anything rash, not give any silly free kicks, and just keep it compact. Protect that box, protect that central area, keep them out wide, and stop those crosses from coming in. But yeah, here we've got Brentford on the ball again, and it's a cross into the box, and Kingsley does well to collect that, even though I thought it was going out.
In his eyes as well. It's looking
Yeah.
really well. I think one thing we have seen since Vicario has been out, both Kinski and Austin have been great in collecting and receiving crosses. And
yeah, they have.
We've got 2 goalkeepers there that can fill in for his weakness.
Yeah. Brentford on the ball again, playing it back. It was Collins. I thought it was Collins on the ball there. And Collins getting back on the ball, playing it out from the back. Spurs pressing a little bit. Basuma there trying to press, trying to win the ball back. And he does. And he gets about...
It's just got to be better there when you do win it, because...
Just keep
now
it calm,
look how high Bentancur's pressed up.
And and there's gaps all over the pitch.
Yes.
Yeah. It's about switching on and They could have gone for the overlap. They choose not to. It's got the ball into midfield. Can we concentrate here? Can Spurs stop any crosses from coming in? Because you know a cross will be coming in. And you can see in Bremo 1v1 against Spence. Spence is trying to hold him off. He does well. And the cross does come in eventually, and it's good defending. Heading it away. Can Richarlison press, get out a bit quicker? Can Bergvall do that the same? I see Ayer on the ball. Ayer's got the ball for Brentford. Back into Mbeumo. Mbeumo was in that third, and we do well this time to stop the cross from coming in. And it's hit Spence. He's taken one for the team in his belly, but he's all right. It's winded him a little bit of wind, but he's cool. He's all right. He's a man. Yeah, there you go. Talking up. Talk your stuff, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all good, man. All right, so it is Sade taking a throw. Going for a short throw, but Spurs do need to be switched on here. And it's these moments here that can win you a game. If we can just kind of ride the storm here.
We've got to try to keep persistent and get through this.
Yeah.
And
Spurs aren't playing too well, but we're defending well at the same time. Sade, Yadelt, Yadnek, ball come across diagonal into Vissar on the left-hand side. Vissar playing it back. Spurs again defending well. Big cross. Spence gets away. Richarlison doesn't quite hold of it. And it's more pressure that we have to concede. Damsgaard. Spurs trying to defend well, but it's broken into the box. It's a crosser to the box, and fortunate for Spurs, it's gone off for a goal kick.
Goal kick or corner?
Yeah, it's a goal kick, yeah.
Good defending there. Yeah, again. It's these moments, you just, like you said, you just got to keep making sure that you don't give up a goal here. Keep defending, and we ain't got no subs to come on, so...
Hold the fort. Yeah.
Just got to keep fighting.
I mean, some fans might ask for Ajay to come on. He came on the other game and did something. Would you consider
He could get a short cameo, but I doubt it'll be far too often. I think Scarlett is probably the more likely one because you're seeing Sonny and Richarlison don't really look like they've got the energy at the moment. And so probably in the last, I'd say 15 or 20 minutes, I'd expect to see that sub made.
Would you say Son come off and then Richarlison go left and
then Scarlett down the middle?
Top?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right now, Spurs do have the ball. Kulusevski passing it back into Gray. Basuma on the ball, passing it into the midfield. And we're seeing Porro do a short pass here. Kulusevski passing it back into Porro. Trying to work a way back into it. I'm trying to find an opening here. Spurs doing the ball over the top. It was Gray there, and now Porro's flicked it back to Kulusevski. Kulusevski on the ball. Chopping and changing. There's a nice little wall to lay off to Bergvall. Getting out of his feet, getting a shot off, and it's just gone wide. Well, Kulusevski does well to kind of hold it off and kind of shield it.
Does really well to, I mean, it was a little flick back from Porro there, innit, that got the move, and then good little open up of a dribble. Found Bergvall and...
Just wide.
I think Son was in a really good position. He could have laid it off to Son and...
Yeah, he could have. But I don't mind he's taking the responsibility to take a shot. Because when you're in front of that goal, and you're in that zone...
He scored in that area against Liverpool as well. So
Exactly.
Can't blame him at all.
I want my midfielders to take responsibility. Especially once Maddison's away. Someone's got to take the onus. But yes, Brentford doing well to play out from the back here. And now they've got space to run into. And Spurs do well to stop that. But Brentford's broken for them again. It's gone down that line, and Spurs have
They got very, very lucky there.
Needless free kick from Bentancur.
Very lucky. The ball bounced off Bentancur when he won it back, and then again through Pedro Porro's legs. And you see here, he wins the ball, but they just trip up some legs.
It's the coming of feet.
Very unfortunate free kick to give, but again in a dangerous area, one where they've been putting a lot of crosses in already. Gonna have to see if Kinski can come out here and claim this free kick.
It's a very tight game at the moment. It's not much in it. And if we could score the next one on Circa Day, but they have seen a lot more of the ball in our defensive third at the moment. And we haven't had to do a lot of defending. But if we got to defend like this and get a result, I'm not mad at it. That's a good result for me. It might not be the attacking brand of football that people might want to see and what Ange has promised, but right now we just need to see games out. Okay, the free kick has been taken, but it's going to be retaken.
What is going on?
Referee's seen something, and he's trying to sort Sade. He's having a word with Sade. I Don't know if he's had a tangle with Richarlison. And, the referees pulled it back for the free kick. So Spurs still need to concentrate. And it's Bremer that's been causing a lot of danger on this free kick. But let's see who takes it this time. I'm assuming it will be him. Using his left foot, looking like an in-swinger. And Bremer on that free kick with the delivery. It's a poor one, and we're able to get away with Porro. Damsgaard a flick on, and it looks like it's deflected off for a corner. Yeah, it has. Damsgaard looks like he wants to take it again. And what we've got to be careful is players on the edge of the box. There's one thing I didn't notice. Look, because is that Mbeumo? No, he's throwing around. We need to be very aware of that. And no one's quite near to him.
Because he's waiting for that ball to just break to him, and he's just going to let that go. He's got a rocket of a left foot.
You can see Visa there. Someone's on our keeper. The sun's in our eyes, and that's the worry when the sun's in the eyes. It's a decent ball into the box. It's broken off, and we've managed to clear it away. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Thank God me.
Hey, Lord mercy.
Oh.
This game is techie. I can't lie, bro. The amount of pressure.
Jed Spence just applying the ruthless aggression you need sometimes.
He thinks it's come off Mbeumo last, but he's defending well against Mbeumo so far.
Yeah, he's not been too bad when in those close moments when they're next to each other. I think just at times when you give Mbeumo space, he's going to be dangerous. Yeah. And especially because he's going to cut in on that left-hand side. You've got to watch out for him.
There's a score update, and Crystal Palace with Mateta scoring a goal
against Manchester
away
United.
From home against Manchester United.
If we can pick up some points, we need to close the gap because they went a bit clear from us.
Yeah,
they need to know themselves. I've been reminding them, man.
I'm reminding them, man.
Hey, 2 wins against them this season, boy oh boy.
Hey, could be a very interesting place.
We've got a game coming up real soon. That's also the day where they do have the protest going on. So, yeah, no. It's going to be an interesting one, but big game.
The mid-off, some might call it.
It was El Sakiko once before, so let's see. Let's see what happens with it.
Yeah, let's see. When Kingsley plays it out from the back, Gray on the ball, passing it back into Kingsley. So that Basuma dropping deep there, going into Ben Davies. Spencer's dropped higher up. Richarlison, it's a poor pass. He's overhit it, and it's gone off for a throw. Spencer was trying to get on the end of that, but. And Burma's throwing it back. Still a long way to go. 65 minutes of pass. Spurs are trying to press now, trying to exert some energy, trying to force a mistake from Brentford. But Brentford are able to play it out from the back. They're still playing it out from the back, taking their time. Spurs have got 5 bodies committed there to the press, and they've played through it. Another 2 men have compressed, a 7-man. They've come out of it. They still got the balls. Damsgaard and Basuma's done well to break that up. But then it's broken up to someone else here.
Great challenge from Davies.
Well done, challenge. Well done, Davies.
Oof.
Easy, my broski.
Brentford tries the pirouette but loses the ball. And this is where it's dangerous because they catch us with some opening gaps. And look, luckily we just worked ourselves back, and Brentford are moving the ball backwards. But boy, it's dangerous in those moments. You can't be doing skills there, man.
You can't. You just got to look after it. And that's where there's an experience is showing there. It's a corner for Brentford. There's a little pull back from Mbeumo. We've got the bodies there just to knock it out. But, yeah, it's going to be another corner. A lot of defending for set pieces. And if we come with this unscathed, this would be proving some of the haters wrong in terms of that set pieces. You know, we've been hitting over the head. But, yeah, Brentford are making a challenge, and it's Jenhout coming off for a Jensen, he's all right, you know.
He's all right.
He's all right.
Not a player that I'd be scared of, though, you know.
He's all right. No, not nothing to be scared of, but I mean in terms of just looking after it, he keeps it simple.
Yeah.
It's a player that you don't really notice.
He's going to move the ball.
Yeah, he's someone you don't really notice. Yeah, he will move the ball a lot. Do you know what I'm saying?
Keep the game ticking, and that's probably what they need right now.
Exactly. There you go. And Mbeumo over cross into the box, and we've defended it well once again. I'm telling you, Richarlison and Bergvall in the air. Kulusevski on the break. Kulusevski got the ball on the channel, picking it up on that wide space. Son here now in space, passing it into Richarlison. A little bit behind both Son, now a bit behind Richarlison. But he's got the ball out of his feet and he's just lost it. and they're able to come with it.
Poor in the 1v1 from Richarlison, and it's just a bit lackadaisical at times.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you just need to be prepared for it. And at Everton, I feel like he used to do it good. He was a bit more raw with it. Same with Watford, but at Spurs, just not really opened himself up in that side.
Ball was a bit behind him and Son, but still, I need you to know what you're doing with the ball before it happens. But there are a substitution coming on. We've got Sarr coming on, and it looks like Basuma's coming off. He's being sacrificed.
Maybe to manage his minutes here, because it is his first start, I believe, in a while. So probably one of those substitutions. And to be fair, I think he has been a bit poor. One thing I was going to say, I think, before they were moving the ball forward at one point, is when he receives the ball, he does tend to have his back to a lot of players. He doesn't open himself up, and that's why a lot of the times I think he loses it.
Yeah,
he's not
100%.
aware and not checking his shoulder and being aware of the players
Able
around
to receive
him.
the ball, so you can move with the first touch. You can open up and then attack the play and attack what you can see in front of you
and turn out. Yes,
but yeah, Brentford on the ball again, playing it out here, on down the flank, down the channel. It's like you see him, Sade and Mbeumo everywhere. It's mad. But yeah, Sade on the ball, playing it across into the midfield, and it's a wild shot. It's a wild one.
Is that Janssen with his first touch of the game?
He's trying to do it all by himself. Oh, yeah, you just keep doing that, bro. You just keep doing that. I'm happy with that. That was wild. But I think that's the difference between like a Richarlison and maybe a Odegaard.
Yeah.
And hopefully, we're in February, so hopefully we'll see him in the coming weeks.
He said that we've got 6 to 7 players come back over the next 7 to 10 days, so we should see a lot of these players come back. And
Whistle with a quick across.
Sade back there open.
Whoa,
very dangerous.
Be careful.
Pause.
Porro needs to be, Porro sometimes goes to sleep in that back post. But he needs to be looking after him. But yeah, Brentford on the ball again, just working it down the flanks, and they're in that midfield, holding on to the ball, taking their time with it. Spurs in no hurry to win that ball back. Happy to have it. But yes, there Collins playing it out wide into Mbeumo. Mbeumo passing it back to Collins, back into Mbeumo. And they're just taking their time. Spurs doing well to contain them in this area, stopping that cross from coming in, making them think twice. And Sarr does well, and it's a throw-in. He's actually just conceded there. But yeah, Sarr needs to bring much-needed energy to the game and help us win that ball back. But yes, with Brentford are known for these long throws, man. They're Stoke reborn.
Yeah.
A reborn Stoke.
Dangerous. And Mbeumo with another cross, which...
Oh, it went up for a corner. My bad.
They've had a lot of corners this game.
Looks like we worked on our set pieces.
A lot of corners.
If we defend this one well, let me not say nothing too soon. It's Mbeumo, back post, and it's a little bit too much on that ball. And Bentancur is there to shield it off. Yeah, it's gone off now. It's gone out. Bentancur doing well there, defending it. And there will be a goal kick for Spurs. Well, yeah, 20 minutes left.
This half has probably just seen a lot of us. Yeah, look, 30 crosses to 6. You're seeing where they're trying to really get us. And at this moment, we are just...
Rico Lewis.
Defending for our life.
Yeah. Yeah. Spurs going more direct now. Kingsley with a long ball over the top. Trying to find Berval. Berval on the ball there. Playing into midfield. Bentancur playing it back into him. Ball goes in long down the side. Richarlison on the ball, gets out of his feet, but it's a bit too heavy. I think the ball needs to stay close to him on that one, but he's hit in front of him. He's lost control of it. And now Brentford have that ball back again. It's just a bit of quality there that was lacking from Richarlison in that final play.
Yeah, again, I think it's one of those things you just question about Richarlison for the majority of the time. It's just missing that quality.
Got to be careful there.
You
got
do
to
have
be
to be very careful. That's a dangerous challenge to make there.
Yeah.
Especially in the penalty area.
But does well anyway, regardless. was that Bentancur trying to get away with it, wins the ball back, good midfield battle. Now we've got the ball, now we've got Bergvall, plays it short. Could he have played it forward? I don't know. But anyway, Kulusevski's out wide, Porro's on the ball.
Richarlison does look really tired at this moment because it's not looking to penetrate that area.
We're running out of ideas in terms of the final third, what to do with it. And this is the bit where we have to be careful. Spencer's got enough pace to deal with this, though. Yeah. Easy, yeah. Spencer's done well. He's given it back to Kingski. He's held in Bremo out. He's done well. Gray playing it into Kingski. Kingski playing it out to Davies. Davies playing it back out into Bentancur. Back into Ben Davies. Doing it long. Does well to hold it up Richarlison, goes out wide. Son here dropping deep, but as we know, Son's not that good in the deep play and he's lose that ball. Richarlison doing well to knock it out for a throw there.
Very scrappy at the moment. A lot of players just trying to do what they can to win the ball. I suppose, look, we've got 20 minutes left. It's going to be, if we do get through this game, a very scrappy 1-0 win, but
some people are saying a gutsy performance.
Yeah, it is a gutsy performance. I think in the moment that we have been, a lot of people question our mentality and our will to get through these games. This is what you need to see from the team.
Do people underestimate what Richarlison offers us defensively? Because I know we complain about him not holding onto the ball, him attacking well.
Yeah.
Sometimes the movement is poor, but actually when you look at defending, he does it. Like he wins that ball back at times. He's there trying to challenge the player.
Win a lot of the headers in the box and so on, and he does work back a lot. So he does offer us a lot outside of that. But I feel like for me, strikers have got to do what strikers have got to do, and that's score goals. Strikers get paid the most money on the pitch to do that a lot of times.
Sometimes you got to state the obvious.
Especially with a player that costs £60 million.
Yeah, we don't forget that.
We definitely won't. We've got two strikers that are £60+ million. So I think a lot of them have got a lot on their head. And both of them have got a lot on their head that they've got to perform. And this season, Solanke has been pretty good. And Richarlison, 2 goals in the last 2 games, so you can't take nothing away from him. So
it's another corner from Spence knocking that ball out. That was a Paratici signing, right, Richarlison?
Yes, Paratici signing, but some would say a Conte signing, as Conte did push for him quite a lot and say that he was a player that he identified that he wanted due to, I think, his chaosity, how...
I get it.
How aggressive he is in the press. He's a hard-working striker or left winger when we played with him.
Yeah. But it's a cross into the box and it's come off Brentford player. Spence knocks it away and it's come back out wide, no guards, playing the ball into Damsgaard. Damsgaard plays it back into Bremo. Bremo's got the ball on the edge of the box, playing it back out wide. And it's here where we're defending well. We've done very well defending, stopping crosses coming in from this channel here on this right-hand side. But Jensen on the ball, playing it across the midfield box. The ball's gone into the area. And no guard, it doesn't quite reach him, and we've managed to defend it. Well, I think we panicked there a little bit.
I think there's a lack of quality on both sides at this moment.
Yeah.
But
this is why
Brentford
the
are
game's
bringing
looking
on.
so poor at the moment that there's not much to really
This is a
talk
player
about.
we probably will want to watch out for. It's their new signing, Coyote. I think they signed him from Fiorentina.
Because we were linked at one point to him as well.
He's pretty decent. He looks decent. Could be a guy to add on to that right-hand side with Mbeumo, which is going to be dangerous, especially with both of them flying down the flank.
The pace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jed Spence with tired legs as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to be a real test now. 15 minutes to go. Porro with the throw. And he gets it down the line as he should. But Brentford managed to win it back. Bergvall trying to press there. Spurs in a bit of trouble here. And it's the substitute throwing in a dangerous cross. And it's going off for a corner.
First touch of the game. Dangerous cross in the box.
Yeah, there's instructions being given to Mbeumo as well. And something's happening here that we need to watch out for.
This is where it gets tight. And this is the time as a Spurs fan, it gets intense. 15 minutes to go. Can we hang on to the 1-0 lead?
Mbeumo with a corner, with a cross coming in. We've defended it well. This cross come in. Small pressure that Spurs have to deal with. And it's the substitute looking to throw one in, and he's wiping the ball down. He looks like he's going to do a mad thing.
He's prepared for the long throw-ins. He's learned the culture already, it seems.
All right, what can Spurs do here? And it's an easy one to deal with in the end. It's a calm, tame header. And Kingsley's managed to collect it, and he lays down on it, slows the game down a bit. Yeah, and I can hear some of the away fans now. Big kick away from the kick, and it's Bergvall.
You just haven't been able to stick onto that ball
at all
this half.
At all. And this is why I'm hoping if we get the 3 points, I'll be very
Dane
delighted.
Scarlett coming on, exactly what I would have expected to see for Richarlison.
Yeah.
Probably not surprised at this one. Richarlison hasn't been that great on the ball.
As you said before, tiredness as well is a key factor. And it looks like he's going to take his time on coming off. He didn't even know himself, look. He was like, who, me? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, you'd think that the coaches, the staff, and they will look at Richarlison and they will know that the quality is something to be worked on in that area.
Yeah. What do you think Dane can add to this game?
Dane, he's going to be able to stretch the game a little bit more with his legs.
Yeah.
He's got good movement. One thing I'd say about Dane Scarlett. And so I'm hoping he'll move into dangerous areas if we are able to get up the pitch. Can he hold on to it? Can he link play? That's what I need to find out.
I think he saw very briefly in the game that he did play, the goal that he did set up for Jay. It was a good bit of link-up play, running into that area to set him and open up his body. So
the test would be now, because this is more of a physical team, it's a Premier League team. So let's see if he can do that. And here he is now trying to cause a little bit of menace, trying to cause a bit of chaos, trying to make his mark. He's hungry for it. So
he's had a few loans, League 2, League 1 and Championship. So he's worked his way up. So he knows about playing, how physical the English game can be. I think now it's just his time to put his stamp on the game.
Mm-hmm. Last one was at Oxford, if I got it right. And in terms of his minutes, he didn't get that many.
He struggled for game time. He got thrown on a lot of the last 10, 15 minutes, similar to what he would be getting now.
Yeah.
And I think he scored maybe 4 or 5 goals. It wasn't nothing
about
too
4 or
crazy
5 goals, and then it dried up a bit. I think he had 2 or 3 games where he didn't score, and then the manager didn't trust him enough to start him. And then, ever since then, he's been doing a few cameos, 10 and 15 minutes here.
Well, we saw Will Lancashire on his way out to West Brom, which is a very good move for a team that's battling for Chatham Premier League football. So if he can get some minutes over there and have an impact, it would be key for him.
But Brentford were thrown into the box, it's broken off, and they've hit it, and it's gone over. And I'll take that all day, just taking pop shots from outside the box.
And it's going to stretch the game out time-wise as well, because at this point we need the ball to just keep going off the pitch. We're going to take our time with this one.
Thomas Frank's got the board out, the tactics board out, and he's sending out instructions. He's got another play warming up. And it looks like he's going to rejig something, change something in that formation.
And it goes back to what I said prior to the game. Thomas Frank is one of those managers that are always looking to make tactical changes in the game, always reacting to the manager. And there tweaking, man.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of people do respect him as a manager or as a coach. But Kingsley playing it out long this time, going direct, trying to find Scarlett as the top man. Sonny trying to chase on after it. Sonny trying to cause pressure, pressing the keeper all the way. Ball's going over the top. Can we win it back? Yes, we can. And it's gone back in, but we have been sloppy in possession. We lose it. It's come back on top. Can we win it back again? Benton Core there, looking after it, doing a little bit better in possession. And now we can get up the field. Bergvall, can he pass forward? He's cut back, and he's managed to play a diagonal ball forward, and Spencer's kept it on. He's using the outside of his boot to control it, steps on it, cuts it back, plays it, a simple ball, back into defence, into Sarr. Sarr's played it back into the left back, into Ben Davies, Ben Davies into
needs to come closer.
Gray. Yeah, can we drop in now and just help us play out from that back? Brentford are trying to press us, force us away back. Now we need a bit of movement. Now we need a bit of IQ. Can he make a diagonal pass? He can. It finds Son. It doesn't. It goes into her head. And I can hear the away fans singing, you know, mate, hey. They're there, man. The back of the boys. Bergvall plays a nice short little pass into the midfield, into Bentancur, goes back into Bergvall. Bergvall carrying that ball, passes it back into Spence. Spence on the ball, drags it back, passes it backwards. Back into our centre-back in Ben Davies. Ben Davies into Archie Gray. Archie Gray gets his head up, hits the diagonal ball, goes across into Kulusevski. Kulusevski gets under control, just loses it out to Brentford. Now Brentford got the ball, and Brentford kick it out to the midfield. And the ball bounces. Visser trying to cause trouble. Gray doesn't win that ball. Gets into the midfield and Bremo's on that first touch. And we've done well to win it back. And Spurs get a lovely turn there. Great turn by Bentancur. Bentancur's able to play it out. And now we escape with the ball. Can we calm it down here? Bentancur showing his leadership here now, playing it nice and short, trying to slow it down, passing it back, going wide a little bit. We've managed to go along. We played it out from the back. It's a nice little play, little
space
interchange.
for Spence to run into.
Spence doing well to travel up the pitch. Good into Son. Son's got his play, 1v1.
Yes.
Goes out wide.
Across the
box.
And that's where he just needs Scarlett to be, to attack that area again.
But it's a corner for Spurs nonetheless.
We get the ball out of the pitch, take our time yet again to take this corner. And our players do look knackered.
Who would you say had a good game out of the players? Like, who would you say that?
I'd probably look at Jed Spence. I think Jed Spence done really well in that 1v1 battle with Mbeumo, winning the ball well up the pitch, taking us forward. And then outside of that, Bentancur's been pretty decent. I think Bentancur's been good in that tough midfield battle, just winning the ball, but maybe on the ball could have been better today. Yeah.
That little moment, that little camera we just saw there was quite well. But yeah, apart from that, corner taken from Spurs again. And it was dangerous because it almost went into the back of the net. It was almost an own goal again. But Kulusevski here whipping the ball into the box, back post. And this is where you went to Richarlison there. And Scarlett was on the back post and he just misses it. It just flashes past the goal in that 6-yard area. And it's a decent cross by Kulusevski. Son plays the ball into him, outside the box, whips into a dangerous area. And Scarlett anticipating the ball coming in. He tries to header it. It doesn't quite go in. But now we're seeing the ex-Liverpool player, Fabio Carvalho, coming on for Christian Norgard for more attacking. And it looks like Brentford are trying to throw everything forward and trying to get something out of this game. But Spurs are doing well. Away fans are really shouting, really pushing the team behind.
I think, in these moments, this is where the team just needs that 12th man.
Lovely Spence. Good composure, good first touch. He looks really solid as a left-back right here.
He does.
Unflustered as well. Bergvall on the ball, turning out, plays a simple ball. Did a little bit more weight just to put that pressure off Porro. It was
just what Gray needed to do there. I think at times it probably been a bit dangerous and overplayed it.
Yeah.
But good that Gray got the ball there, took the pressure off the back line.
Yeah. And now we can defend high up the pitch and try and win it back where it is. Do you have to be wary for that turnover in the middle of the park? And here it is. It's played out wide. Now Brentford are attacking from the left flank, putting it down the sides, down the channels. And you can see Visser in the middle of the box. And
good
Porro
defending
as well.
from
Good defending. Under pressure. He's unlucky not to keep it on there, but Brentford have a throw here. Short throw looks like it's going to be.
I think one thing we've noticed today is Pedro Porro not bombing forward into those middle channels as much.
They would have had a discussion about the Leicester game. Definitely. Because I ripped it on my show, but I ripped into them.
Yeah.
I said, bro, you can't be doing this. Like, this jump, and I said the jump has been an instruction all season, so they've definitely made a note of it. But yeah, a long throw into the box, as decent distance, and so
Jed Spence, again, great clearance, much needed there.
Yeah.
But we're on the counter with Dane Scarlett.
Scarlett, can he get bodies to help him around? He holds it up. It just goes by. He manages to break into Kulusevski. Now it's Bergvall. Can he make a forward pass? He does a sideways pass into Sarr. You can see
slow it down.
Bergvall. There we go. Lovely, fantastic. That's what I've been asking for. Look what's happened now.
The ball, yes.
Look what's happened. Because you slowed it down, you've able to find a forward pass, and now you control the game. Just need to be composed here. If you have to play it back, slow it down. But split wide now. Two centre-backs, split wide. Create that pass. Ooh, careful, Bergvall. Careful.
Exactly how we lost that goal against Newcastle just there.
Yeah.
It's giving me flashbacks.
We're able to play it down the sides, and we're able to play it out very composed.
Look at that run from Porro.
Are they making the runs off the ball? Do they have the legs? Do they have the energy? You can see there.
Saar running into the half space.
Lovely.
And a great
First
ball
time.
from Sonny into Saar. And it's a goal. Watch that ball.
That's what
we
we're
just see
talking
it
about,
2-0.
bro.
And that's how we see out the game.
But that's
Look,
all we were
as he
saying.
does.
If you slow it down a little piece, you get
Just move it around. Take your time. And that's what I
opens
think
up.
we said there from Sonny, showing the experience to play the ball into that half space. And Saar flicking it through the legs. 2-0. Come on, you Spurs.
Give me the one finger dance. Give me the one finger dance.
Hey,
give me the one finger dance.
Hey. They don't know about that one.
Hey, Saar, you know.
Look at that. Through the legs of the goalkeeper. And now I think we can well and surely say this is looking like 3 points. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
We needed this. We soaked up the pressure, took our time, Saar breaking into the late, unpicked up.
And at this point, this is where I can really just start. We can start to relax a bit more. Because we have that goal, that cushion, knowing that probably there should only be a few minutes of added time. And look, you can see the smile on Andrew's face just there. The relief. I've got my job for another week.
Yeah, loving it, loving it. Yeah, there was lots of build up there, lots of phases of play where we could have played it, hurried it, played too fast, but again, I saw Bergvall step on it a little bit.
That's exactly what I was going to go back to. I think that moment in the move was really what created everything. He just took that moment to step on the ball and, you know, slow down the game, let Brentford get all their players back, but then just let us move in, went back to the goalkeeper and worked our way forward, and we found the spaces, man.
And it's opened up. But yeah, 5 minutes to go. Brentford have the ball. And it's going to be a Brentford throw. Spurs have to do some defending here. You can see Levy in the crowd with his... Is his daughter? Or was
That's his daughter.
Yeah, it looks like it's with his daughter. And Brentford have the ball, put the ball into the box. Good header away by Saar. And they might even give him man of the match now for that goal.
They could do. The game hasn't been too interesting.
But our man of the match is definitely Spence.
Definitely Jed Spence today.
Spence has defended well, and when he's come away with Spurs on the ball again, Saar through ball, and it's just behind Kulusevski, unfortunately.
Just behind him.
But yeah, score update.
And
it's
also
2-0 to Palace.
Crystal
Mateta. I was going to put him on
Mateta
fantasy
with a
team, you know, because he's been doing bits.
I did say, I told a lot of Manchester United fans that home record is shaky. It's spooky over them sides. I mean, you've seen that the rats have been running on the pitch. I don't know if it's impacting your performance.
Splinter on them, man, yeah? Splinter. But Spencer's lost the ball, and we've won the ball back, and it's a free kick.
Right on the edge of the area. Dangerous position. But it is the 90th minute. I think we'll see how many minutes get added on. But if there is 5 or so, it can be a loss. Shaky 5 minutes. You don't want to concede a goal here.
Yeah. Spurs moving back up to 15th, I believe, if we win this game. Magical 15th.
We're back to where we started at the weekend. I mean, 3 points on the table, much needed with Everton winning yesterday. And, I mean, look, we're closing the gap on the likes of Manchester United. And
a right-sided attacker. Give Kulusevski a rest, please. He needs it.
We've got Liverpool coming up next and Aston Villa in the FA Cup, so I don't think there's any rest games anytime soon.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of players coming back, so those games are going to be interesting. But a big win going into that one.
I can imagine them holding lots of players back for that game.
Yeah.
That we just don't know about. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like that's what they're doing at the moment.
But yeah, Brentford on the ball, Bremo with a free kick. Back to whip it into the box. Spurs got some defending to do, and it's 4 minutes added on. The ball's gone over the bar, and they're high-fiving each other, and Spencer's smiling.
A big smile, that is. I think we haven't seen that in a while. I don't think we have
I
seen
told
that
Spencer, get me. He said, Rastafari Spence. Get me.
Since he's got the dreads back.
The dreader. My G, you know, my killie. Go on, Spence.
He's man.
Yeah, man.
Match.
We have to call it.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Sky Sports man, they had to agree with us.
Yeah.
Carragher and them, man.
I think they might be watching. They might be tuning into WeAreTottenhamTV right now.
They have one little earpiece like that, you know, like. Well, yeah, no,
I think it's been clear to see. Yeah, I think it's been clear to see one of the from the defensive performance we have had. He's been able to shut out Mbeumo.
I don't know if Reguilon could have done that, I'll be honest with you.
No. The regular Don, man, you don't really expect too much from him.
Say regular time. Mad. But we won a free kick in their half with just a little over halfway to go, man. We've got, 2.5 minutes left. Spurs on the ball. Can we waste some more time, take our time, slow it down, get it to 3 minutes?
Sonny really showing his experience here, taking his time to get up.
Talking to the ref, say he's got a migraine now. Yeah, man. Take your time. Yeah, migraine skank. Yeah, trust me.
Quickly.
Gracious K, you get me? That man there. Cool. So Spurs have the ball. Ben Davies chopping that ball into the diagonal, and it's going out for a goal kick.
It's going to present an opportunity for Brentford to do one long pass.
Could be their last chance. Could be their last chance. I mean, yeah, they're going to have to go long. They can't do this short business. And they have done. They've gone long. It's gone up the pitch. But we've won the ball back. Bentancur, a decent header. They've got the ball back. Bergvall, cushion header into Son. Ball into Sarr, sorry.
And this is now you just want to take it down to the corner flag or win a corner.
Win a foul. Win a foul. Yeah. Bergvall playing it short and simple. Into Sonny, into Sarr, into Spence. Playing it backwards. He can go along. Into the corners. Yep. Good first touch as well.
He's on side.
And he's on side, yeah. Oh, no, he's off. He was off. It looked like he was on when he received it, but he might have been coming off from an offside position. And he's talking now, saying, hey, slow it down. Oh, he's got a cough. 2 minutes left, broskies. Man them, gal them. It's looking like a 2-0 win.
It's looking like a 3-pointer today.
Trust me. Spence, MOTM, man of the match. Matching. Yep, Brentford have the ball here. Last minute of the game. They're going to try and pump it forward if they got any sense about them. He's gone down the flank and Bremo on the ball. Or was that what you saw?
It's Coyote,
the new Don. It's come back on, I think.
I haven't seen him since he come on and had that throw on and cross into box. Not really.
I thought he would have come on, sticked wide, and then Bremo would have gone into the striker role.
That's exactly what I thought was going to happen, but it seems they haven't really been able to get him into the game
at all. Yeah,
Jed Spence doing his job really well.
It's the distances. When I talk about defending the distances, it's making it really short and not a lot of space for that player to get either a cross in, a pass in, or shot in, forcing them to go backwards. And I think that's what he's done well. It's closed those areas off, the angles.
And because he's so quick, he closes the space. So easily.
Yeah. And it's a full-time whistle.
That's where we go.
Full-time.
90 minutes up, 2-0 Spurs, clean sheet. I mean, boy, oh boy. It's been a while since we've had one of those. It's been a while since we've had one of those, but we are back with a 3 points. And just confirm, where does this take us in the table right now?
As I said before, bro, 15th, bro. What are you talking about?
It's just 15th.
No.
Look, I think I'm seeing, is that 14th I'm seeing right now?
Oh, it's 14th, you're right. Yeah, 14th.
Oh, so Spurs are 14th in the table. It takes us in a few points behind Manchester United.
Yeah, Man U are 13th. And Palace are 12th. We're actually currently 2 points behind Manchester United. Manchester United are on 29 points as it stands, with their game almost over. Spurs on 27 points, joint 14th, even though West Ham do have a game in hand. And
but look, it's a win. It is a win. We have to be happy in the moments. Right. We have to take what we can get. We've got 2 wins on the bounce going into our semi-final against Liverpool, which I am looking forward to. We don't need to win. You just need a draw at Anfield. Can we get over the line? Like you said, some players could be coming back. Many players that haven't really been mentioned. And look, it's going to be an interesting. But I do hope so. We can do something, man.
You know what's funny as well? I'm looking at some of the stats here, and again, we haven't had a lot of the ball. No. It just goes to show, man. Possession means jack all, bro. You just need to put the ball in the net. You need to manage games as well, understand game state. And I think that's what we did today. We won it a bit ugly at times, but 2-0 to me, that's a perfect result.
I mean,
away from home.
Yeah.
Let's end the stream and then we'll go to the match.
All right, we're going to end the stream, guys, man. So we're going to go straight to an instant match reaction. So we see you on